So guys, let me know if you can see my screen starting in 3, 2, 1. All right, you guys should be able to see a screen now that says Ecom Success Academy with a countdown timer. Can I get some yeses in the chat box if everybody can see that? Get a yes in the chat box. All right, sweet, sweet, sweet. All right, so what I'm going to do here is I am going to walk y'all through a presentation, but I'm also going to introduce you to something, like I said, very, very special. It's called Ecom Success Academy. Like I said, I've been working on it for a long time. You can see I'm still kind of working on it right now as this webinar starts. And it's actually not available for 13 days. ESA is not supposed to really come out for 13 days, but I wanted to do something very special for all of my VIP students, and I wanted to go ahead and give you all a quick inside look at what ESA is all about. So, in the chat box, can I get a let's go if you're ready to get this party started? I just want to see let's go, let's go, let's go. You guys are getting to see this 2 full weeks before anybody else, and that's because you're my VIP students, right? And that's why I invited you to this webinar. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do some live demo stuff tonight or today, and we are also going to go through some slides. So let's do that starting now. I'm going to go ahead and start this slideshow. All right, now, Ecom Success Academy. I'm just going to pull this little chat box over here. Ecom Success Academy is something I've been working on now for 6 full months. I'm just, like I said, super, super stoked about this. I've been on television. I've sold over 250,000 copies of this book right here and another book, actually. And I am more excited about what I'm going to show you tonight than I am about when I went on television and sold so many copies of the book that I wrote. You all know that I have a very special relationship with Facebook. So you all know that I've been to Facebook headquarters. They've invited me out there, and they have given me kind of like a seal of approval as I'm doing good things on Facebook. They want to work more with me. I've worked very, very, very hard since the beginning of Facebook to get to a point to where Facebook would talk to me, right? Where they would just simply talk to me, let alone come in and ask me to come up to their headquarters and sign the famous Facebook wall at their HQ. Now, I wanted to make sure that when I was signing that wall, it was permanent marker, right? I wanted to make sure that it was permanent marker. So I did just that. I made sure it was permanent marker, and it's there to stay. How many of you think that's pretty dang awesome, though? Because, I mean, Facebook doesn't even have a phone number that you can call, you know, let alone talking to you through emails is hard enough. And I've developed such a great relationship with them that they actually invited me up there. How many of you think that's pretty awesome? So I see a lot. I'm looking at I've got 3 screens, as you all know. So I'm looking at the chat. My chat box is over here. I see a lot of you in here giving me props on that. Very cool. Now, let me tell you a little bit about my story. Some of you have just come in through Facebook. You've come in from some ads that I've been running, and you've just now been introduced to me. And I want to let you know a little bit about who I am, because a lot of people see that I have been very successful with internet marketing, that I have done, you know, very, very well online, and they don't really know how I grew up. They kind of feel like success sometimes is just handed over to me, and that really wasn't the case. I am not a mega smart guy. People make fun of my grammar all the time on Facebook. I totally admit it. Look, when I was 12 years old, I was diagnosed with something called ADD. and prescribed to this Ritalin stuff that I hated and I never took. My school recommended that I take special classes. So they told my parents, hey, you should probably put Adrian in these special classes because he's slow. He's just not that smart. I literally failed my way through high school. I failed my computer class. Imagine that. How many of you think that's pretty dang crazy that in 11th grade I failed computer, yet here I sit as a successful internet marketer whose entire business revolves around the internet and a computer? How many of you in here think that's pretty dang crazy right there? I see a lot of you in here saying, yeah, that's nuts. All right. So I was an aspiring law student, right? I wanted to go to law school. I tried really, really hard. You know, my dad always wanted me to be an attorney, and so I took the LSAT, the LSAT, 3 times, and I bombed it every time. I mean, I studied so freaking hard for that. I took Kaplan classes, everything you can imagine I did to hopefully pass the LSAT. And my score just was not good enough to get into law school. And a lot of you know my older brother, Anthony. Now, Anthony he had a different story than me. He was pretty brilliant. He had straight A's. And I always kind of grew up in the shadows of my older brother. And I always had terrible grades. So Anthony was really, really smart, and everybody kind of said I was stupid. And I was literally kind of raised to program to think I was programmed to think I would never succeed. Now, my parents always told me I could succeed, but you all know that kids never listen to their parents. I thought my parents were telling me I'm amazing because they loved me. I didn't really believe in myself enough to believe what they said. Just so you know what ADD is, I have a little thing over here I pulled from Google. Symptoms include limited attention. That means I'm not good at multitasking. That means that I don't focus on things as well as other people do, right? It means all these terrible things. And this is kind of how I felt when I was a kid right here. This picture sums it up. I didn't really get in trouble, but everybody just kind of knew I wasn't the smart one. Does anybody else in here kind of identify with this story? Just tell me in the chat box if you identify with this story. I mean, you didn't have good grades. You didn't believe in yourself. People around you didn't believe in you. And therefore, you kind of ended up feeling, I guess you could say, like you were just a failure in life, right? That's how I felt, especially after I bombed the dang LSAT. I cried for days in my bed. I was like, I can't. As a matter of fact, I didn't know this, but they told me that I could not take the LSAT again for a year because I took it too many times in one single year, which it sucked. But now check this out. Here I am. Here's my Q1 report for one of my e-commerce stores for 2016. So you were looking at a real Shopify e-commerce first quarter report right here, right now. You can see it. I think I have a little audio issue. There we go. Okay, I think I fixed the mic. All right, you can see right here that I'm crushing it. $728,000. That's in Q1, and it's growing. I'm on pace now for my e-commerce stores to do upwards of $3 to $4 million in sales. I mean, that's just absolutely crazy. And I kind of always sit around saying, well, you know what? Who would have thunk it, right? Like, who would have thunk that I would be able to accomplish something so amazing? As a matter of fact, those of you that have been following me on Facebook probably saw a post that I just made. I think it was on Mother's Day. I crossed on one store in 10 months, I crossed $2 million in sales, right? $2 million, boom, on one store. My biggest day on one store is $14,000. Now, how did this happen? It happened because I had a defining moment. And yes, Richard, I said, who would have thunk it, right? I told you I'm not very good at grammar. I kind of make my own stuff up. So how did I go from somebody that wasn't very smart, that had terrible grades? I don't read a lot of books. I think I've maybe read one book my entire life. I've written books. I haven't read a lot of books. It's kind of crazy, but I had this defining moment where I finally said, you know what? I'm not going to listen to everybody else's out there. I'm not going to let people tell me that because of some 3 stupid letters, ADD, that I'm not going to succeed, and that this ADD thing is going to keep me from being successful. It makes no sense, right? I decided I wanted to be successful, but it took a defining moment to make that happen. And I want to share that defining moment with you, okay? And you might think it's crazy. You know, you have ups and you have downs. I was completely down at this point while my brother was killing it. So here's my defining moment. One day, my brother drove up to my parents' house in this car right here. It's a blue Dodge Viper. I was broke. I was trying to get into law school. I was failing. My brother was making 6 figures a month with internet marketing. My dad constantly, and my mom said, Adrian, you need to ask your brother how he's making all this money. You can do it too. He can teach you how to do this. His formula is something that you could duplicate. Go ask your brother. I had a multimillionaire living at my parents' house with me in the bedroom across the hall. All right? And for 2 years straight, I ignored that. For 2 years, Anthony was willing to help me, and I said, no, I can't do this. Really what happened is I didn't want to fail again. I already failed the LSAT. I did not want to fail again, right? Anthony had made all this success, and I was scared that if he taught me and I failed, it would just be that much worse. But one day, I woke up to this loud roar of Anthony's new Viper, and he pulled up. Y'all know I love cars, right? I'm a big car guy. I looked out my bedroom window, and there it was, this exact car right there. My bedroom is actually right above his car. My bedroom window is right above that photo right there. And I went, oh my gosh, like I have got to figure out how to get a car like that, right? There's got to be a way. And I ran downstairs and I asked Anthony to take me for a ride, of course. And he did. And on that ride, Anthony said, listen, let me teach you what I'm doing. And I said, dude, I will do anything. You tell me what to do. If you could teach me how to get a car like this, I will do anything. Our bet was, or our agreement was, because I was addicted to Xbox 360, that's video game stuff. I kind of, you know, just all day, every day I played video games. It was the only thing I was really good at, I thought. Anthony said, if you unplug your Xbox 360, you bring it and give it to me and let me put it under my bed, I'm going to teach you how I'm making all of this money. But the deal is, you got to give up video games, because I'm not about to teach you and let you go back and play video games. You're either all in or nothing at all. You got to take action right now. What's it going to be? What do y'all think I did? Do you think that I gave Anthony my Xbox 360? Type in a yes if you think I gave it to him. Chris says no. Hell yeah, I gave it to him. I unplugged my Xbox, I gave it to Anthony. It's actually at my parents' house right now, under my brother's bed. See, I realized I needed a mentor. At the end of the day, if I wanted to be successful, I had to have somebody that was already successful show me how to do it. But not just show me how to do it, I needed them to give me an over-the-shoulder experience. I literally needed Anthony to sit down with me and teach me while I did everything. It's called an over-the-shoulder experience, right? And that is how I learn. Not all people are like that, but most people learn from what's called the over-the-shoulder experience. How many of you in here would agree that what you really need is to learn in an over-the-shoulder experience way? You need to actually not just hear a bunch of facts. You need to see exactly, step by step by step, how it's done live, in action, to fully comprehend and learn it. I'm going to see yeses. All right, so I see a bunch of yeses in here. Okay, very, very cool. That's how I learn. That's how I have to learn. That's why I did bad in school. The teachers would put all this stuff up on the board, and I would go in and I would read, and I would listen to what they had to say, but when I got home to do my homework, I couldn't figure it out. I needed someone right then, right there, to show me while I was doing it. So I needed that over-the-shoulder experience. And Anthony, I had a huge advantage with him. He was right across the hall. He helped me avoid some mistakes. He helped me avoid losing money. He gave me the simple success formula. Literally, I duplicated Anthony's success, and that grew into some other things. So I duplicated his strategy. The very first night that Anthony started teaching me email marketing, it was during Christmas that this happened. You can't tell that it's cold out in this photo, but this was during Christmas holiday, and I actually dug up a photo of the very first night Anthony set me down and started teaching me this stuff. So look at this photo. Who do you think is the mentor? A mentor is the key, right? In this photo, who do you think is the mentor? Who do you think is learning, and who do you think is teaching? You see Anthony teaching me, yes? Type in Anthony if you think that Anthony is the one teaching. Right. But you see what's happening? He is literally sitting there with me while I'm doing it live, and that's how I learned, right? And so it's a pretty amazing photo. I pulled this up here. And as you can see, I no longer have that really, really long hair. Anyways, let's do some case studies, okay? Because you all know I've been doing this for 10 years. I've been doing this stuff. And I've got a couple of case studies that I want to show you, and they're both multi-million-dollar case studies, essentially. Okay, so case study number one. I started out with affiliate marketing, all right? I started out promoting other people's stuff and getting paid for it. So my biggest affiliate marketing campaign was a campaign by a company called Quality Health. And I want you to look at the title at the top, okay? It's all about control. Remember I said that, okay? Now my first campaign was for Quality Health. This exact ad that you're looking at right now was making me $150,000 to $220,000 a month. This ad that you're looking at right now is an ad that I wrote a couple of years, probably about 4 years ago. Yeah, about 4 years ago, that was making me upwards of $200,000 a month. And I sent people to this page right here. So I wrote an ad, I sent them to this page, and every time somebody signed up, I would get about $12, okay? I was sending this company 17,000 plus signups every single month, okay? So a lot of signups. I was earning $200K a month, but here's the thing. I made a whole bunch of money, and I received 0 of my customer data. In other words, every time somebody signed up, I got $12. But I was building up Quality Health's company. They were giving me some money for the sign up, but I had nothing to show for it later. The diabetic niche is a multi-hundred-million-dollar niche, right? I could, if I had their email addresses, I could promote other things to them. How many of you think that if I had have collected all of that customer data myself, if I was doing 17,000 signups a month, that I could have built a business off of that and made more money to come in the later days, weeks, and months? Yeah, of course, but I didn't. I took a quick buck. I didn't have control. Quality Health had control, and they dangled a carrot in front of me, and I took it, right? I received 0 customer information. I was building up their company. I was not building up mine. This is why I love e-commerce so much. I was building up their company. I love e-commerce because I want to build my company up. All right, so one day they said, Adrian, you know what? You're doing $200,000 a month in sales for us, but guess what? You know, we're not going to let you promote this offer anymore. We have different offers, but this offer is no longer available. So I went from, here's a screenshot, you can see 2011, so it was 5 years ago. in October, I think it is, yeah, October of 2011, I made $210,000 with Quality Health. $210,000 in one single month. All right? And then the next month, I made $181,000. That's a lot of money. How many of you would be ecstatic if you were doing that with anything in internet marketing? Type in a yes. I see some hell yeahs coming in here. All right, but here's the thing. It looks good on the surface. I made a lot of money, right? I was doing really, really well. But remember, I did not have control. So one day, Quality Health emailed me and said, hey, guess what? This offer is closed. You want to know how much money I made in December during Christmas? Zero. I didn't make anything. So I had somebody else take away all of my income, boom, just like that. I wasn't in control, right? So what did I do? I went on to the next venture. That's case study number 2. Now, case study number 2, I was selling t-shirts, okay? I was promoting ads just like this one right here, and I was using turnkey platforms and sending people to pages just like this. And I would earn about $15 every time somebody bought a t-shirt. I sold over $1 million worth of t-shirts in a year. Okay, so I sold over $1 million worth of t-shirts, but once again, I didn't get any customer information. They wouldn't give me my customer emails. I was building up Teespring. I was building up Represent. I was building up all of these other brands, right? Because I was using their platform. And I had no control over the sales pages, no control over my product cost. They still had control. I was a glorified sales rep for t-shirts. And you can see here, I was crushing it. I sold so many different shirts. I was doing massive, massive t-shirt campaigns, okay? You can see some of the, well, these are actually from 2015, but they restart every week, so that date continues to go up. But these are about a year old, these campaigns. 141K, 78K, I sold over $1 million worth of t-shirts, okay? But one day, they came to me and they said, you know what? We're gonna change our pricing structure. All of a sudden, you're gonna go from making $15 for every shirt you sell to about $12, all right? And what happened is, my business instantly started to go on a decline. You can see it drop. Look at that's from April of 2015 to July of 2015. Now, pay very close attention to that down arrow. You see my business tanking. When somebody else has control and they make one change, it can screw up my entire business. Now, look at the bottom right. You can see the cutoff date is July, okay? July of 2015 is the cutoff date. That's when I finally took control. See, this was really good for me. It was a reality check. It finally made me realize that I needed control. So what I do? I shut down my $1 million a year business. Cold turkey. I shut that bad boy down. You can see that's the one award that's like a diamond is from Quality Health. They awarded me for being one of their top affiliates, and I shut it all down. Here's why I did it. I wasn't really building my business. I was sick and tired of chasing paper. Look at this guy right here. I don't want to do that. You see all these people out there saying, oh, you should hustle hard, do the grind, chase the paper. I don't want to run after money. I don't want to chase paper. That's exhausting. That's what I've been doing for the past 10 years, building up other people's businesses, chasing paper. And I don't want to do that anymore. I got tired of the short-lived success. I got stuck selling the same crap as everybody else. Nothing about my business was unique. I wanted control. I wanted to build an email list, which you all on here already know is extremely important. I wanted to build a valuable brand. I wanted to build my company, my brand, that gave me control. That, to me, was super important. And another thing is, I wanted financial longevity, stability, and security. As a matter of fact, write that down because it's underlined. Write down financial longevity, stability, and security. You do not want to market things that come and go and come and go. You don't want to get on that roller coaster. What you want to do is you want to have something that you own, that you control, that is a valuable asset that can grow, kind of like this guy growing that money coming out of the dirt. But he's growing a business. That's what that's supposed to symbolize. So that brought me to our next case study, my $2.4 million case study, and I'm going to break it down for you. I'm going to show you how I changed everything in one single day, and I finally took control, and I've built a business that's done $2.4 million and is now valued at $3.5 million. So, how many of you in here are ready to see how I took control of my life? It took me to 30 years to figure it out, but at 30 years old, I finally took control of my life, business, and I have done something so big over the past 10 months I never believed was possible. And I'm about to reveal every single piece of it to you. I'm seeing so many people in the chat box, it's freezing up. All right, so let me tell you about the engine. All right, the engine for this $2.4 million case study that's just growing every single day. Shopify is the easiest turnkey solution for e-commerce. All right, Shopify is this engine that lets me set up my own e-commerce store literally in like 20 minutes. You can have the store up and running. Now, you know, it takes some time to add products and stuff like that to it, but in about 20 minutes, you can have a complete store up and running, okay? So it's one-click type stuff, because I'm not techie. A lot of you know that. I screw up on a lot of stuff that's techie. It's like one click, and a theme is on your store. And they have hundreds of themes, right, that are very high converting. So I didn't have to build a website, no programming, none of that stuff. They have reporting features that allow me to identify where I'm making my money. They have this app store. It's kind of like your, I'm going to show it to you later. It's kind of like the cell phone here. You know, you can download a bunch of apps on your phone to make it a very powerful tool for business and social media and everything. Well, Shopify is the same way. Their platform has an app store that's one-click install with apps that'll supercharge my e-commerce store. They host it. I don't have to host anything, okay? I don't pay for hosting. I don't have to fool with servers and all that crap. Shopify's state-of-the-art system handles all of that stuff. All right, so now you can kind of see what I'm waking up to on pretty much a daily basis. I'm waking up to anywhere from $8,000, $6,000 to $13,000 paydays. And you look at the dates, okay? These are coming in literally every single day. I'm getting paid out from my e-commerce store, okay? It's fueled by Shopify. And here's some that are going into my bank account. These are from the very first month of the year. But I want you guys to see that, you know, it's crazy what's happening. Daily payouts. And I'm building my own business. Now, when we're talking about e-commerce, there's so many misconceptions. So many people, in my opinion, are doing it the wrong way. And it's because I've tried everything, so I've already screwed up, I already know what's wrong. See, so many people say, okay, if I'm going to start my own e-commerce store, should it be a niche store or what? So what's my niche? Is it going to be firefighting? Is it going to be, you know, dogs? Is it going to be wine? Is it going to be camping and military and hiking? And they build all of these stores, right? So they build a store for every niche. No, I've done that. I've built a store for different niches. And the best way to do it is to build a generic store. That's a store that allows you what I call flexibility. How many of you in here have kind of wondered if you were starting a fan page or if you were starting an e-commerce store, if you should do a specific niche for every store, or if you should do a generic store? Just type in a yes. A lot of people have that question. All right. What most people say to do is like Brittany Guest just said, I always thought niche was way better, okay? So I always thought niche was way better. That's because a lot of people say, oh, just build all of these stores and you'll have 50 stores to run. That doesn't sound like a good idea. I don't want to run 50 frickin' stores. That sounds like a nightmare. So what I did is I pushed the envelope, because remember, I'm in control. I could do anything I want. I have control over this business. And I built one big mega generic store. It sells everything. And I'm going to show you my split test. I'm going to show you the case study right here, right now, and it is going to be jaw-dropping. Here we go. So what you're looking at now are two different stores. My flex store is on the left. My niche store is on the right. Now you can see my flex store has consistently generated $200,000 a month for the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I was $6,000 short of 200 in April. All right, so 6 months straight, 200K a month, pretty much. All right, look at the niche store. I caught on to a quick trend, right? I built a niche store out of it, and all of a sudden, I went from $3,000 to 100K to 140K. But look what happened. It started fizzling to 80K to 50K to 30K, while my flex store continued to absolutely crush it. It's like Kim is, I can't pronounce your last name, I'm really sorry. Kim just said, wow, flex stores are better, right? But nobody's doing that. Everybody's teaching these niche store strategies. And so what happens is you get a niche store, it does really well. You're selling firefighter gear, you're selling, nursing stuff or whatever it may be. And then, it fizzles. Then you have to start all over. I've never had to start over on the flex store. We sell about 10 to 15 different niches all in the same place. And we can sell as much as we want. All right, so let me tell you where this all started and how I decided, aside from wanting to take control, where and how I started to build these e-commerce stores that you just saw that have generated $2.4 million for me. When I first heard about Shopify, when I first heard that what I'm about to tell you about tonight, right here on this live training, I was under one of those green umbrellas. That's a place in Florida that me and my whole family go every single July. Remember I said, remember July from that last screenshot, for summer vacation. And I got a call from one of my buddies that does the same thing I do. And he said, Adrian, you've got to check out the Shopify thing. It's going to make e-commerce so much easier. We can stop building up all these other businesses like Teespring and everybody else, and we can start doing everything on our terms and with our brand. And he spent about 20 minutes on the phone with me. I instantly got up from the beach and ran through that sand right up, because that's the exact spot I was in, right up that wooden platform, and I went up to my room. And here I am. I took a picture of it with my phone on July 3rd, I believe it was the exact date. So there's my little pup, Maverick. There's the edge of my computer screen, and there's the beach, and there are those green umbrellas. I had to take massive action right then, right there. That's what I've always done. That's what success takes, is massive action. When you hear about an opportunity, you seize the moment right then and right there. And that's what I did. So I ran upstairs. I built my first e-commerce store in about 20 minutes, okay? So about 20 minutes to get the store up and get one product on it. I found 3 products and I added them to the store, okay? So I put just 3 random products on the store that I thought would be good. I had control over my promotions and everything instantly. At that moment, I took control. And my first month, I generated $63,000. Over the last 10 months, $2.4 million. My email list size is 350,000 people on my email list, and my brand valuation is $3.5 million because I got my butt off the beach. When I saw an opportunity, I ran upstairs and I put the work in. I seized the moment. I took massive action. All right, my first day I made $83. First month, 63 grand. Now, here's my store as of just the other day, $2 million in my big store. But on July 3rd, you can see right here, that I made $89 my first day, okay? $89 the first day that I got on Shopify. Okay, well, you know, nothing amazing. But you can see on this next slide, by February 26th, I was doing upwards of $14,000 a day. 14 grand a day. That's on one store. Remember, I was testing the niche store as well. All right, my brand evaluation is right here. This is an email from the company that evaluated my business. And they say, in blue, it says, we're confident in listing your business at $3.5 million. $3.5 million in 10 months. Actually, that was on March 25th. They sent me that email. $3.5 million is what they wanted to list by. If I were to sell my store, everything I built up, they think I could get $3.5 million for it, or $1.5 million in cash. They say minimum is very doable. How many of you would like to quit building up other people's businesses, take control, build up your own business, and have what this is called an exit plan? Type in exit plan right now in the chat box if this is something that you would like to learn how to do. Type in exit plan. All right, I'm seeing a crap load of exit plans. Good. Now, let me tell you why e-commerce is that long-term money that I always wanted but never had. I can start my store, like I said, in 20 minutes. I have the freedom to sell anything I want, but at any price. I have total control over the prices. I can market zillions of different niches, and there's a zillion different product types. When I was selling t-shirts on Teespring, I could sell t-shirts and hoodies. Whoop-de-doo. What if I had other products that people could have bought? Well, I was seeing all that traffic to my store. They could have been buying other things. I could have been making more money. I can now be unique. I can sell custom things, products that actually convert, that everybody else in the world isn't already selling. I had the ability to literally do anything I wanted. Take very, very, very serious note of this right here. Low ticket items equal the easiest way to start. Write that down. Low ticket items are the easiest way to start. Because I have control, I could sell really, really cheap stuff. And that stuff is way easier to get conversions from. It's way easier to sell something that's cheap than something that's expensive. How many of you in here would agree that it's easier to sell something cheap than expensive? Okay, I love it. Jeffrey said Trinket Master. Yes, I have now been, my brother kind of named me the Trinket Master because I sell all of these really cheap items, but I make millions of dollars doing it. And I'm building my own brand. And you can too. You can build your own brand. You can build an email list. You can have an exit strategy. You can take control if you follow this plan that I'm going to lay out for you. So for those of you that are new to e-commerce, here's the deal. I don't see the products. I don't touch them physically. I do not ship the products. I list them on my store, and people come to my store, they buy them. I get paid instantly. As soon as somebody buys a product from my store, I get paid. Then, after I get paid, I notify the supplier that owns the product, and they ship the product out, and I pay them for the product. So I get paid first. Then I pay the vendor that has the product that I'm marketing or selling, and they ship it out for me. So I never see it, I never touch it. How many of you would like to do the exact same thing? Everything's 100% drop ship. I don't see it, I don't touch it, I don't stock it, I don't pay for the inventory up front. There's zero product cost up front. Anything I put on my store to sell, it doesn't cost me any money. If somebody buys it, I get paid, and then I pay for the product, right? So here's what we're going to do on this webinar. I'm going to show you how I created my $2.4 million store in 10 months. And I did it with a couple of key things. Number one, I leveraged the most powerful word in the world. I think some of you already know what that is. I use a strategy called Facebook intelligence. That's kind of what I call it. And it makes Facebook force-feed buyers to all of my ads, okay? So I'm leveraging the most powerful word in the world. I'm force-feeding buyers to my ads. And I'm generating $20,000 a week with all of my customer emails. So remember, I'm building an email list. And every time I send out an email, I make around for one promotion over a course of a week, I'll make around $20,000. So here's what's happening. Most people are running on a track, jumping over hurdles. You know, sometimes you don't clear the hurdle. You fall down. You get bloody, right? You get sweaty. You get tired. And that's what I used to do. I used to be one of those guys jumping over hurdles. Every time I would get over it, boom, there would be another hurdle. Every time I would get over that hurdle, boom, there would be another hurdle. And by starting with e-commerce, I felt like I jumped on a rocket and I'm soaring above all of those guys, just chilling, because I'm in control. There are no hurdles unless I create them myself. Now, here's what I'm not going to show you how to do, okay? I'm not going to show you how to populate your site with a bunch of crappy products. Anybody out there that's telling you, oh, just press this button and you'll have 1,000 products on your website, that's freaking stupid, is what it is. You don't want 1,000 crappy products on your site, okay? I'm not going to teach you how to do that. Who even said all those products are good anyways? Who said these 1,000 products are good? No, it doesn't work that way. I'm going to show you a less is more strategy. A lot of the money I've made has come from a very few products. How many of you in here like the idea of selling a lot of a few things rather than a little of a ton of things? Type in a I agree if you agree with me on that. All right, so anybody saying, oh, just push button and publish all these products on your site, that's stupid. They obviously don't really know what they're doing. Now, I'm not going to tell you how to sell trademark stuff, okay? A lot of people I've seen out there teaching it are like, oh, just get this Captain America shirt. You can't do that. I'm going to show you how to find products that are safe to sell, that you never have to worry about, that can make boatloads of money. They're generic products, but they're very, very, very popular. All right, I'm not going to teach you how to build a crappy website you have to maintain. So no trademark crap, no inventory, and you're not going to stock your store with a bunch of crap that's not going to sell, okay? You're going to do it the right way. I'm going to show you how I built my $200,000 a month business up in the matter of 30 days. And I used 4 simple steps. I call them the magical 4. So you might want to write this down. Instead of focusing on finding 1,000 products and putting them all on my website, I focused on one single product, okay? One product. And I found a product that converts. And then what I did is I started accompanying that product with other products that were similar, that I could cross-sell, right? So I started with one single product. I started leveraging the most powerful word in the world. I use these Facebook intelligent ads, and I set my email marketing up, which so many people don't do. So many people just do, well, they don't really do all 3 of them, but most people leave out number 4, okay? Most people, they totally just forget about email marketing. It's so crazy. And you can see here, this is my main store. Once again, the screenshots of boom, 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 how quickly it started to grow. All right, now, the next thing is, what I want to do is I want to take you to this next slide, which is up, yep, right here. Okay, we're going to talk about the less products less products plus focus equals more success. All right, that's the strategy that we're going to be talking about today, all right? Less products, more success. All right, now, step number 1 is you need to choose what's called a passion product. A passion product. All right, write that down. Step number 1 is passion product. Cindy Riley says, I missed the 4th one. What was it? The 4th one was email marketing, Cindy. All right? So write down passion product. Now, who has an idea right here, right now, of something that they think would be a great idea to sell? All right? A great niche, a great product that people would be passionate about. Just type in a yes. If you have a good idea of something that would be really great to sell. All right, I'm getting a ton of yeses. How many of you in here have already tried selling something that you thought was a really great idea, but failed at it? Type in another yes. If you tried to sell something that you personally thought was a really good idea, but you continuously failed time and time again. It just didn't work. All right, I'm getting a bunch more yeses. All right, so here's what you need to understand. Stop, okay? The number one mistake that most marketers make is they try to sell what they think is a really good idea. Most marketers try to sell what they think is a good idea. Write this down. Nobody cares what you think, okay? Nobody cares what you think. Nobody cares what you like. Nobody cares what I think. Nobody cares what I like when it comes to choosing products to market, all right? Remember that. Don't forget it. Because if you're selling what you think is a good idea, that's probably the reason it's not working. All right, so there's 3 simple rules when it comes to choosing a product that will actually sell. All right, rule number 1, forget what you think, forget what you like. Rule number 2, your passion is not your profit. All right, I know that there's a lot of stuff out there. There's a lot of people saying, turn your passion into your profit, and that's fantastic. If your passion is profitable, that's great. But for the most part, nobody cares what your passion is. All right, the way that you make money is you turn other people's passion into your profit. Write that down. Turn other people's passion into your profit. I don't do all of this because I love selling all this stuff. I do it because other people like to buy it, and I like to make money, right? All right, so everybody's got that. Now, let's talk about passion products and how they work. Number 1, you need to find a strong passion. Identify something that people are very, very passionate about. Don't think, do you like it? Like I said, I sell these crazy cat socks. I'll show you all later. I'm not even a cat person. I'm a dog guy. But I'm just crushing it with these silly cat socks, which you will see later, all right? But people are very passionate about cats, all right? You find a product that aligns with that passion. Then you need to find the audience that likes all of that stuff that you're selling within that passion, okay? So those are the 3 steps. Is everybody with me? Just type in "I'm with you" in the chat box if you're following along. All right, very, very good. Cool. So that being said, we're going to move on to our next slide. Oh, actually, we got some right here. How about this? How many of you in here are very passionate about fountain pens? You love fancy pens. How many of you in here love fancy pens and would just love to sell these fancy pens because you love fancy pens so much and you're just a pen collector? You collect all these pens. How many of you in here love pens? All right, I see a ton of no's. All right, pens are boring. We've got a couple of people that say, yeah, I like pens. I love pens. I could care less about pens. This is like a 10-cent Bic pen or something, okay? But nobody cares what I think. Nobody cares if I think, people that buy expensive pens are ridiculous. It doesn't matter. I'm not trying to sell stuff to myself. So check this out. I found a product on AliExpress. We'll talk about them later. And it's just like a $3 pen, but it looks fancy. It's a fountain pen. I went to Facebook and I identified 4.7 million people that are passionate about fountain pens. 4.7 million people love pens. 99% of this room said that they didn't care about pens. But 4.7 million people out on Facebook love pens. How many of you understand what I'm saying? Say, I get it. Type in, I get it into the chat box. Who would have thunk it, like Sheree said? So you need to step outside your shoes. Think outside the box and turn other people's passion into your profit. Now, one of the sources I use to find products, which we go over later, is AliExpress.com. Now, AliExpress.com allows me to sell all sorts of stuff that's mega, mega cheap. So here are some of the products, but they're unique. They're different than what everybody else is selling. I'm not selling t-shirts like everybody else on Teespring. right? And look how cheap they are. Grand mal pendants, fishing lures, tactical flashlights, owl bracelets, there the cat socks are, right? Pet beds, sailor hooked bracelets. I mean, there's all sorts of great things that I can instantly start promoting. And yeah, David, that's from AliExpress.com. All right, but we're going to go in more detail about where I get them from in a moment. But here's the thing. Remember earlier I said, do not populate your site with a bunch of stuff. Start with one product. Make that product convert and then add upon that, right? Build upon that. And that's how I built my store. I started selling one random product and I ended up with all like wine stuff and tactical gear and all sorts of stuff on one Shopify store because I kept doing it one product at a time. So what I did is I found a product that converted, one single product. Now, y'all see that pink bracelet at the bottom left that says best friend? All right, that's one of the first products that I started marketing, was that pink bracelet. It's not that exact one, but it was a bracelet very, very similar to that, okay? And it's funny, Cherie says, I have a done-for-you build my site store and I haven't sold a thing. That's probably why. Is because if you didn't put any effort into really finding passion products, then they're not going to sell. You just have a bunch of stuff on your store that you don't even really know what it is. But I found one product that converted, like that bracelet. And here's what I did. I started to build upon that product. Remember I said less products equals more money. Less products equals more money. So I discovered that I could start selling custom-made stuff. So I went to the people that made this bracelet and I said, hey, could you put other pendants on there that don't say best friend but say other stuff? And they could. So they were able to take that same product but put different things on it. Now I'm customizing these products that convert. So you can see here all of the different ones that actually one of my good friends and students who y'all will later meet in the coming weeks is a father to an autistic son. And he had that bracelet made on the top left is one he had made. And I taught him how to do this stuff. And he promoted it and donated to charity, which I thought was really cool. I was like, hey, you can go get these custom bracelets made. But I want to show you, you can have anything customized for the most part. That's what I look for in a passion product. All right, so I took this one thing that was converting and I turned it into a whole bunch of things that could make me a whole bunch of money. How many of you would rather have one product that converts, customize it to different passions, than have a bunch of crap on your store? Type in a yes if you're with me. Type in a yes. I want to see some yeses. Hell yeah, I see a ton of yeses coming through. So freaking many. It's literally freezing up GoToWebinar. Okay, passion products. Write it down. Passion products. These are all passions that you see here, okay? Now, step number 2, the most powerful word in the world. I am leveraging the most powerful word in the world, okay? And that is how I've been so successful. All right, step 2. All right, so what is the most powerful word in the world? The word that's so freaking powerful that it can create what I call a buying frenzy. Have you ever seen those funny YouTube videos from Black Friday where everybody's like piling up in a Walmart and they're like, oh my gosh, I gotta get this pillow because it's $5 off. You know, and they're fighting each other. They're just acting ridiculous over saving a couple of bucks. All right, it's just absolutely crazy. And as you all already are saying, a lot of you already know, Bruce Strong, that's the second most powerful word in the world, actually. That word is free, okay? Free is the most powerful word in the world. I am actually selling free stuff. I'm going to say that one more time, because I know a lot of you, of my VIP students, you already know what this is. But a lot of you on here are new, all right? And I want you to understand, if you're new and this is your first time on one of my webinars, I am profiting from selling free products. Now, if that doesn't make sense, it will in about 10 minutes. You'll have that flashlight or that light bulb above your head. So, free. What this does is it creates what I call the sizzle effect. All right, so I want everybody to write that down, write this in. The sizzle effect. When you attach the word free to an offer, you create what I call the sizzle effect. You know what? That's so important. Type it in the chat box too. Type in sizzle effect. I want to see everybody type in sizzle effect. Go ahead, type it in. All right, I'm seeing lots of sizzle effects. Okay, now, remember earlier that I told you I was tired of chasing money. I was always running after the dollar. I was always jumping over hurdles to catch the dollar. And I got sick and tired of chasing paper, all right? I've discovered with this model and with this sizzle effect, I don't have to chase customers. I don't have to sell customers anything. They actually come to me. I've created what I call a magnet for sales. So that sizzle effect is literally like a magnet for sales. No longer am I chasing the money. I am creating sizzle effect after sizzle effect, and the money literally comes to me. Now, what do I mean? Okay, let me ask y'all this. Let's take a quick poll, all right? What's the first thing you do when you see a really good deal? If it's free or it's a huge discount on something, it's a limited opportunity, what's one of the first things you do after you get it for yourself, okay? I know you're going to get the good deal for yourself, but after you secure it for yourself, what's the first thing you do? Corey's the first guy that got it. Tell someone else. Thomas says tell somebody else. What is it? Elizabeth, Kristen, Christine, Jack, everybody says I tell my friends. I tell everybody else. That's what I'm talking about. That's that magnetic effect that I'm talking about there. I have people generating sales for me for free because of the sizzle effect, because that sizzle effect acts like a magnet for sales. And if you don't believe me, here's a little bit of proof. What you're looking at are some people, and you can see the dates, April 10th, May 5th, and they're all across the board over the last 2 months here. These are comment sections under some of my Facebook ads. Now here's what I want you to focus on. All right, Brianna said, I feel like you would like this, but notice all of the blue. Notice all the blue that's not bold. That's a tag. This is people saying, hey, you should check this out. They're literally, look, Turner, you need this, right? And here's Steph down here says, free, and she tagged Ed, right? So they're telling, it's like a magnet for sales, right? Look at all these other people over here that are literally tagging other people. They're saying, yo, check this deal out. You need this. How many of you in here feel like the sizzle effect, that magnetic way of bringing sales to you is probably better than chasing paper? Say yes in the chat box. I want to see some yeses. And it's like Jeffrey Ross said, viral marketing on steroids, right? I have people promoting my stuff for me for free because they're telling their friends about how great of a deal it is, right? So I'm going to tell you about, as a matter of fact, looks like Jenny Clark here asked a question that I'm about to answer on the very next slide, so get ready. All right, sizzle effect acts like a magnet for sales. Sizzle effect acts like a magnet for sales. Remember that, okay? Now, the formula that creates the sizzle effect is the free plus shipping formula, okay? But I know some of you in here have heard of free plus shipping before because I've taught it a little bit. But I want to tell you about a hybrid model. I want to tell you what I'm doing that nobody else that I've seen is really testing and doing. Guys, I have literally the formula for success with the free plus shipping model, all right? So how many of you in here are ready for me to spell it out? Just say, I'm ready. All right, get ready because I got to wake you up, all right? This is going to be big. I'm about to walk y'all through some very, very important stuff. All right, so I am leveraging the most powerful word in the world, which is free. Now, I'm sure you all would agree. It is easier to sell something free than retail, all right? So when I first started out, I said, instead of selling a $30 t-shirt, let me try to sell something that's really, really cheap, so cheap that I can afford to give it away for free. All right, now let me give you profit point number 1, and you definitely want to write down these profit points, okay? These are profit points for a reason. All of my profit is built into the shipping and handling fees, all right? So I'm getting these cheap products for $2 and $3, and I'm charging a pretty high price for shipping, which we'll go over on the next slide. The customer, profit point number 2, pays shipping for each item that they order, because they'll come in and they'll try to buy 4 or 5 items. So I'll charge them around $9 or $10 for shipping. The item is free, but the shipping charge is like $9 to $10. So if somebody comes in and buys 5 items, then they're going to spend $50 on shipping. Profit point number 3. You need to find products that have a high value perception. All right, write that down in your notes. High value perception. It needs to be something that looks nice, has a perceived value of like $10, $15, $20. All right, so it's not crap, it's actually really nice stuff. I mean, it's some really nice stuff. It's just we're able to get it for dirt cheap because we're getting it directly from the source. We're cutting out all of the middlemen. There are no middlemen anymore. We're going direct to the source. So your goal is to find products that have a high value perception and cost less than $5. Now you saw a screenshot earlier that showed products for 90 cents, $1, $2. There's thousands upon thousands of them, tens of thousands. All right. This creates a buying frenzy, and it has insane conversion rates, just absolutely absurd. I'm able to sell high volume. Because it's so cheap, I'm making more sales. If I had a $50 product, less people would buy it, right? Because less people would come in and buy a $50 retail product. But the free makes people convert, and it makes them want to buy a bunch. They'll spend $50, but it's a mental thing, right? It's free. They're just paying for shipping. It's very, very high volume. So I'm generating a profit on the front end from giving away free stuff and just charging shipping and handling. All right? And I'm also creating back-end profits. I'm generating repeat buyers. These people come back to my e-commerce store and they buy again and again and again and again. So this is a hybrid model that I don't think very many people have seen unless they're a student of mine and have been on one of my VIP webinars before, okay? Or seen one of my VIP trainings. All right, this is how I generate very high ticket sales with free offers. So I'm having people come and spend a lot of money on my e-commerce store to get something that's free. All right, and I call this the secret sauce. Pay very, very close attention. As a matter of fact, just to keep y'all engaged, everybody in the chat box, type in secret sauce. I want you to type in secret sauce. Let's do it. I want to see so many secret sauces in the chat box. It freezes my go-to. All right, so we've got literally hundreds of people. Okay, very cool. All right, secret sauce number 1 is I'm charging around $9 to $12 for shipping. All right, I split test all throughout that. That's the sweet spot. All right, I'm really pushing the envelope with $11 for shipping, right? I'm really pushing the envelope, but that's great. You know, I'm in control. I can do whatever the hell I want to do, right? I can test whatever I want to test. I am in control, right? So if I say, let's test $12 shipping for every single item that they buy, I can do it by pressing one single button because I have control. All right, but the sweet spot is between $10 and $12, okay? Now, most of the people out there are too scared to do this. Even people I've told before, I've said, listen, you need to be charging $10.97 for shipping and handling for each item. And they're like, oh, I don't know. I mean, that's really expensive for shipping. And this other guru over here said that they would only charge $4.95 or $6.95 for shipping and take a loss up front. So a lot of the gurus out there say, hey, if you're going to do the free plus shipping model, then you need to have cheap shipping prices. Yeah, you'll take a loss on the front, but you build an email list. I'm not in the business of losing money, ever, right? I'm in the business of making money. And I said, once again, I'm not going to let these other gurus make me have this mindset that $6 for shipping is it. I'm in control. I'm going to push that dang envelope, and I'm going to see how high I can go. And what I did is pretty amazing. But how many of you in here would never, ever pay $12 or $10.97 for shipping and handling per each item? That means if you put 5 items in your shopping cart, it would be 5 times $10 or 5 times $11. It'd be like a $50 or $60 order for shipping, because we're charging shipping per product. Type in yes or no. If you were a consumer, would you go in and would you really spend $10 or $11 on shipping and handling for every item that you bought separately? Heather says no. Randy says no. Leslie says no. I'm getting a couple of yeses, but I'm actually getting a lot of no's. Jim Barrett says probably not. Okay. Albert Porter says hell nah, I wouldn't. All right, well, here's the thing. Nobody cares if you would or not. All right? Remember earlier I said nobody cares what you think? So many people say, well, I wouldn't pay $10 for shipping. I don't think other people would pay $10 for shipping. You know what I have to say to anybody that says that? You know what I have to say to those gurus out there that are saying take a loss up front? I have $1.5 million in shipping and handling charges that says people will pay $10 to $11 for shipping. You feel me on this? I've got the proof. You can't tell me otherwise. I pushed the envelope, I took control, and you can see that out of the $2 million my store generated, $1.5 million was in shipping, right? At $10 and $11 a pop, right? So, my point, don't listen to those people that made a couple of sales and call themselves gurus. Listen to the people that are actually doing this stuff and doing big things with it. Listen to the people that push the envelope and that take control. All right, the idea is to make money, not to lose it. And that's what I've done with this strategy. So that brings us to profit point number 4. Profit point number 4, target cost per conversion is $10. So you basically, for every $10 you spend in advertising, you want to generate 1 customer, okay? And that's because your customers, when they come in, profit point number 5 is if you do it right, if you follow my formula, if you've got that secret sauce, the customer is not going to just buy one $10 item. They're really going to buy 2 or 3, right? My average customer spends $20 on free stuff. They'll buy 2 free items. It's that sizzle effect, that urgency, right? They're afraid the offer is going to be gone soon, so they try to get as much as they can. So I'm 100% return on investment on ad spend if every $10 I spend, I get a customer that buys 2 items, right? That's profit point number 5. Now, the free plus shipping model promotes likes, shares, tags. Your ads go viral. These types of offers, as you could already see before, provoke viral traffic. Here's one of my most viral ads right here. 6.7 million people have seen this ad. 182,000 people liked it. Look at the shares. Remember I was talking to you about that sizzle effect, that magnet for money, having other people promote for you. 200,000 people right here shared this post. They said, this is such a good deal. I've got to share this with my friends. And you see, Michael says, true, or Jay says, can I get one? I've got 7,000 comments on this one single post right here, right? Now, this isn't just a one-hit wonder for me, okay? I've got multiple posts like this. 2.7 million people. This one has 290,000 shares. 290,000 people shared this post with their friends. That is viral traffic. That's that magnetic effect that a sizzling offer can create, right? And you can see the tags in here. All right, so let's look at a quick demo of how the formula works, okay? So somebody goes to your site or your Shopify store, which we're going to show you in a minute, and they see a free product. They click the button to get it, right? When they do that, it's going to take them to a page where they can sign up, and you can see right here in the little arrow, it's going to charge them $9.95 for shipping, or $10 or $12, or whatever the price is that you choose to charge for shipping. I recommend my sweet spot, okay? But people aren't just going to buy one item. They're going to come in and they're going to buy multiple items. Not everybody, but a lot of people come in and they'll buy multiple items. And this oftentimes can lead to huge orders. All right? Some people come in and spend $200+ with me on free stuff. Here's an example order. This is order 87,000 on my store. This lady came in, Kathy, and she purchased 3 free items, and she spent $31.89. She purchased 3 items, totaling to 31 bucks. Now, Samantha just went crazy. Now, this is the first time this one happened, but I had to show it to you. Samantha's from Australia. She came in and she bought so much free stuff, I can't even count it all up. But she spent $1,054 and freaking loved it, right? She spent $1,000 on free items on shipping and handling because we charge shipping per every item. But see, when you have a passion product that people just have to have because they're passionate about it, remember, that's why they're called passion products. It's not junk, right? They want it so badly that they'll usually come in and they'll buy multiples, right? Passion products. All right, you can see some of the orders here. I have a lot of orders that are, you can see Kathy's my biggest order, but $200, $100, $112, $109. People are coming in and they're buying a lot of this stuff, right? So here's where we're going to just take a quick break and we're going to do a store demo. So we're going to take a break from the slides. I've actually set up a demo store on a theme that works really, really good on Shopify. So I'm just going to exit the PowerPoint for a moment. And I had my project manager come in and build this little demo store for you guys using a free Shopify theme. Now, this is the inside of Shopify right here, okay? So this is the inside of the Shopify store that we created. Shopify is a turnkey platform. I have lots of training on it, Ecom Success Academy, on how to set one up, so I can't go through that right now. But today, literally today, we created this store before this webinar, selling, and we threw some passion products on there, okay? So you can see these are all retail products, because another strategy that I use is all of my stores, if I have a product that's free, I have 2 versions. I have a free version and a retail version. You cannot come to my store and see the free versions. Anything that's on here that you click, like this Forever in My Heart necklace, that's a retail price, okay? This was set up today, all right? And about all these products and everything that he put on here for a demo were added within like an hour. Okay, so that's one thing that is very, very important, is legitimacy. When somebody comes to your store, if everything on there on the home page is free, it looks kind of sketchy. So I hide my free offers. The only way you can see my free offers are through a Facebook ad that you click on, right? So that's part of my formula, by the way. Now let's go find a free offer. I'm going to zoom in here. I want to show you all something. Notice that every offer has a retail and a free. That's why you see 2 of everything, all right? So let's say the silver cat necklace offer. Check this out. Now here is the hidden free offer. This also makes it feel more exclusive. It makes it seem more like a really good deal. There's not everything free on your store when people shop around. It really looks like a special free offer. How many of you agree that that's a pretty dang good strategy? Not to just flood your store with a whole bunch of free stuff, but have those hidden for your special promotions. Yeah, of course, it's legitimacy, right? But most other people are saying, oh no, only put free stuff on your store. That's a part of my secret formula. All right, so let's say I wanted to buy this cat necklace, all right, for free. I hit checkout. It still says that it's free. I come in here and put in a sample email at gmail.com. Let's fill this out. So Adrian, test at whatever, test drive. Then we could put in here city, Ridgeland, and Mississippi, 39110. All right, see it says $0 up here? It's a free product. When I hit continue to shipping method, boom, look what happens. Shipping and handling is $10.97. All right, so what happens is people come in, they get caught up in the offer, right? This free offer. They've taken initiative, they've taken action, they've committed, and they get here and they're like $10.97 for shipping. I really want this product. It's got a high perception value. I'm very passionate about this niche. I'm going to pay for it. So all of a sudden, boom, I get a $10.97 sale. But what happens if they come here and hopefully Corey set everything up 100% because he did it literally right for this webinar. But anyways, if they add in a second product and hit checkout, all right, when they add a second product, it's not, this demo store isn't totally set up for that yet, but when they add a second product, this shipping price is going to increase every time they add an additional product, okay? So if they're buying 2, it would be $20. They're buying 3, it would be $30. 4, it would be $40. Does everybody understand that? Say yes if you understand. I'm just looking over here at my chat box. I want to see a bunch of yeses. And all of that is automated. It's 100% automated, okay? You just have to set it up right. Like I just said, Corey did this quick demo store, and it's not even fully built out in terms of the shipping settings. So that's something that I have to teach you, is the shipping settings, but you can fully automate that. All right, now, this is an example of a store. We've got a couple of passion products on here. We've got grandparents, cat lovers, wine lovers, firefighters, fishing stuff. Guys, you see, it's not a generic store. I'm sorry, it's not a niche store. It's generic. I can sell anything. This allows me flexibility. This type of store gives me the ability to market to all niches, all different types of products. I'm not building 1,000 websites. That's freaking stupid. I don't want to do that. I put everything on one generic site and it freaking crushes. But there's a formula to that. I'm not saying it's magic. Oh, just throw a bunch of stuff on here. They need to be specific products, and there's a specific formula to advertising these products, okay? So I want everybody to just go ahead and type in passion product. Type that in. Passion product. Okay, sweet. Everybody's doing that. How many of you think this is a really nice looking store, by the way? Yeah, and in the Ecom Success Academy, which we're going to talk more about here in a little bit, you'll be able to see that everything is very easily set up and automated. Corey just sent me a message and said, I did set up the shipping just now, but we're not going to demo that. All right, so step 3, all right, remember there was 4 steps that we were going to talk about. Step 3, set up a simple Facebook intelligent ad. Now, I call the types of ads that I do Facebook intelligent ads, okay? Write that down in your notes. Step 3, Facebook intelligent ads. Facebook intelligent ads. Okay, now, these are ads that they're actually simple to set up if you understand the formula correctly, okay? Because there is a formula to this. But essentially, I set up one simple ad. I can test this Facebook intelligent ad with a $5 a day budget. So write that down. All it takes to get started testing a product is one simple Facebook ad and $5. How many of you in here have about 10 minutes and $5 to invest into a passion product on an e-commerce store? Say yes. All right, say yes. All right, cool. So One simple ad, $5 a day budget. All right, now, I'm not doing all this like crazy targeting all the time. I use common sense targeting. All right, so there's a lot of people out here or out there that have all these crazy targeting strategies. You don't really need that at a certain point, okay? I use Facebook's common sense targeting tools. I just use my brain, right? And remember, I failed my way through high school and college. So I don't think that's saying too much. Now, the reason that I don't have to do all this crazy targeting and stuff is because the formula that I use for Facebook intelligent ads allows Facebook to learn who my buyers are, who my clickers are, who my website abandoners are. These Facebook intelligent ads optimize for sales, right? See, most people, they lose like a couple of bucks their very first day and say, oh, that doesn't work, screw it, this doesn't work, I'm not gonna, I knew this wasn't gonna work. That's not how it goes, all right? You gotta let Facebook learn a little bit. You can't just, shut it down because you spent $3 and didn't get a sale. But these Facebook intelligent ads will optimize for sales. They learn who the buyers are. So I'm writing simple ads like this right here. Here are the cat socks, okay? And it says just pay for shipping, and I'm setting up these Facebook intelligent ads. So here's an example of one of my Facebook ads in Facebook. I actually named them Facebook intelligent ads in Facebook, all right? Now, I'm not using a ton of crazy targeting on these. I'm going to show you that in a second. Now, so many people ask me, all right, Adrian, what's the average cost per click you should get? What's the average click-through rate, all right? I want you to forget cost per click. Doesn't matter, okay? Write that down. Forget about cost per click. If somebody is still teaching CPC, cost per click stuff, they are like literally 5 years behind, right? Cost per click does not matter, okay? Click-through rates doesn't really matter, all right? That's old school stuff. If people are teaching this stuff, they're teaching old stuff, okay? Now, it's always great to have a low cost per click. It's great to have a good click-through rate, but they don't matter. It does not matter. What you need to focus on is cost per conversion, not cost per click. How much does it cost to generate a customer? Customer acquisition. Everybody in the chat box, type it in, cost per conversion. Do it right now. Type in cost per conversion. Everybody asks me, what's your cost per click? I don't know. I couldn't tell you what my cost per click is. I only look at my cost per conversion. I know that my goal is to get conversions for $10 or less, all right? And as long as I'm getting sales and conversions at my goal, I don't really give a dang what my cost per click is. All right, now, that is so real. It's so important for you to understand. Facebook has actually created an entire ad objective. This is inside of Facebook, and look what that ad objective says. What do you want to do? What is the objective of this campaign? Increase conversions, not get clicks, not get a good click-through rate. It's to increase conversions, okay? Facebook intelligent ads. I want them to increase my conversions. These types of ads do this right here. I'm gonna talk about all this real fast, all right? Notice the scale, up, 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 up on that chart, all right? These types of ads grow and grow and grow. They don't fizzle. These are the most, literally, the most sustainable, consistent ads that I've ever run. I've tried everything, and these work the best. Now, focus on the top right of my screen. Bidding and optimization, optimized for conversions. In the blue box right under it, targeting 18-plus-year-olds. Do you see any keywords in there? Do you see any fancy targeting in this ad? If you can see my targeting, it's right there. The blue arrow, I'm targeting 120 million people. 120 million people. And guess what? There's 0 keywords. I'm not doing any fancy intersecting. I'm not doing any fancy targeting. I'm just targeting everybody in the United States of America that is 18 years and older. And on this campaign, I spent $3,600 over a period of time. You can see it started in February. And it's generated for me $9,900. And it's consistent, it's scalable, and it's giving me 178% ROI on my ad spend. Now, there is a little bit of product cost in there, but the products cost literally like $1.50. So, you know, it's very, very small. It's not even worth doing the math. But how many of you in here think that this is pretty dang awesome right here? To have a campaign that consistently grows with zero targeting, generating 100 to 200% ROI. Say, I want, as a matter of fact, say, I need that. I need that. I see a whole bunch of I need that. Okay. 178% ROI, zero targeting, because I'm using a Facebook intelligent ad. You need to learn how to properly use Facebook intelligent ads. All right, let's talk about those a little bit more. All right, there's nothing like mega fancy about them. It's just you don't know what it is, you don't know. A Facebook intelligent ad takes about 9 minutes to set up. It takes about $5 to start a campaign. And Facebook will literally optimize your ads for you on autopilot. Over here, one of my students, Chris Garland, says, Adrian talked about the 4 phases of targeting, which is our next profit point, and I screwed up on, I wasn't doing that. I was skipping stage 1. He said, let's read it word for word. Adrian's correct in saying that newbies seem to go for stage 2, and they miss the most important step, which is stage 1. The reason why I'm saying this is because I'm the biggest culprit of doing that. So anyway, I tweaked one campaign earlier from a 2 million audience to a 350,000 audience. That takes them to step 1. And bingo, 2 sales after $1 in ad spend. He got 2 sales. He didn't make $1 million, but he made one change based off something I told him to do from our next profit point. 4 phases of targeting. All right? The 4 phases of targeting are what helped me create these Facebook intelligent ads. Type that in the box. 4 phases of targeting. Type it in the chat box. I need you to remember that because there are 4 different phases of developing and creating these Facebook intelligent ads. This is not a, oh, I'm going to click a button and magically have a Facebook intelligent ad. It doesn't work like that. There is a formula to create Facebook intelligent ads. And this is how I make Facebook force feed me buyers. Because when you get to stage 4, of targeting, then if you've done it right, you can do 0 targeting. In other words, you can do what I did on that last campaign. You don't have to worry about keywords and interests and demographics and all that crap. You just target everybody. And Facebook will sniff out the buyers using their intelligent ad. All right, so what am I talking about? How does Facebook sniff out the buyers? How does Facebook know who your buyers are? It's pretty simple. When you're using Facebook intelligent ads, their system is so advanced and it's all automated as long as you set it up properly. Facebook actually follows. They follow people on your website. When somebody clicks your ad, they follow them. This red arrow is how many people clicked on my ads. They clicked on my ad and viewed the product, okay? Facebook then followed that customer to the add to cart page. So Facebook knows what customers clicked on the product and added it to their shopping cart on my Shopify store, okay? Facebook also tracks how many purchases I get. That's the green arrow. Facebook, through this process, learns who's clicking and not buying, who's adding it to the cart but never following through and purchasing, and more importantly, who's buying your ads. And through this Facebook intelligence, which the 4 phases of targeting really help it identify, it learns who your buyers are. And it starts sniffing out massive amounts of buyers from huge audiences. Here's another campaign using Facebook intelligence. But remember, it's not, oh, I'm creating a Facebook conversion ad. There is a formula that I use to help it learn who the buyers are and all of that stuff that make this possible. Look at these campaigns. 168 million people I'm targeting at the top. I spent $1,500 in ad spend over a period of time, okay? Remember, I've been doing this 10 years, all right? I have about 350 campaigns in one account for all of my stuff, all right? I got a lot of stuff. $1,500 to make $5,600, zero targeting. $800 to make $3,000. $1,500 to make $4,000. $1,600 to make $4,000. Look at these audiences. These aren't going to run dry. These are evergreen, right? These audiences are massive, and they're going to continue to literally force feed me buyers. How many of you really, really like this? Say, love it. Just type in, love it. If you love what you're seeing, just type in, love it in the chat box. All right, I'm getting tons of people say love it. All right, now, these are very, very easy to scale, and I want you to write something else down. Go broad or go home. Go broad or go home. People always tell me, should I have a teeny tiny little audience of like 50,000 people? What's the audience size I should get? I say go broad. That's what I've always said. Go broad or go home. One simple Facebook campaign can generate 6 figures. All right, and I'm going to show you one of mine. You learn to target massive audiences that buy, and profitable ads are consistent and long term. It's not a boom, boom. It is literally, you saw the picture earlier, it continues to grow when you use the formula, okay? And best thing is, I'm not selling a bunch of crap. I don't have 1,000 junky products on my site. I find a few passion products, select, high converting products that are generic, and I go broad or I go home. Here again is a huge, huge list of campaigns that are all freaking destroying it with my go broad or go home strategy, right? So here's one single product that I'm marketing. This is one single product. Yes, it says there's 25 campaigns, but it's because I market things internationally. And I put, you see INTL, international, I market stuff in Mexico and in Scotland and, you know, Australia, and I put those all into different campaigns. I like to keep every country in a different campaign. But more importantly, this one product has done $637,000 in sales. Look at the bottom right, it's circled. I've earned $637,000 marketing this product. And look at the chart at the top with the red circle. It's continuing to grow and grow. I'm reaching more and more and more and more people. So far, 21 million people have seen this ad. 21 million people. This one passion product has generated $637,000 in sales. Here's another one. This is inside of my Shopify store. One single product. I've sold 57,000 units of one product. You find one product and you scale it to the moon, and then you add some complementary stuff, all right? How many of you in here have had somebody tell you to add a whole bunch of products to your store? Just add a whole bunch of stuff to your store, populate, one push button, populate, all done for you. Will populate 1,000 products on your store and have failed with that strategy. Type in a yes. If you've been there, done that, you've had to populate my site with a one-touch button with a bunch of crap that nobody buys, and you've got a big old store that doesn't sell jack crap. I'm seeing a ton of you in here say, yep, that was me, I did that, I got that, I have a store with a bunch of crap on it. Now look at me, all right? I've got one product, one single product, 57,000 sales. I don't have a zillion products on my stores. I maximize these passion products and I scale them to the moon. So I'm not adding a whole bunch of stuff to my store. I'm focusing on making money, not product research. I'm going to say that again. I'm focusing on making money, not adding a bunch of products to my store, okay? And that's why I've been able to generate $2 million on my one Flex store. All right, now let's talk about step 4. Step 4 is collect and optimize customer emails. So write that down. Collect and optimize customer emails. All right, most marketers ignore this vital, important piece of the puzzle. I have not seen a single person out there that's teaching e-commerce talk about email marketing. They talk about populating your website with a bunch of products. They talk about generating, just build more websites with more products. For all these, have 10,000 websites. It'll be a great time. You'll have a really good time with 10,000 websites and 1 million products that nobody buys. Just keep on at it. And none of them are really talking about where the big squeeze is. And the big squeeze is email marketing. All right? Ignoring email marketing could cost you thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands. It could cost you millions if you're doing really high volume. You all know, if you're one of my VIP students, you know how important email marketing is already because I talk about it all the time. This is the missing piece of the puzzle that can literally increase your daily revenue and your monthly revenue up to 25 to 50%, okay? So, step number 4, email profits. Now, I call email marketing back-end money, and it's my favorite kind. So I want you to write this down. Back-end money equals Adrian's favorite. Back-end money equals Adrian's favorite. Okay? Now, we've identified that back-end money is my favorite, and that's because I learned while generating sales through e-commerce. I told you I always wanted my customer emails. I built a massive email list. I've made $2.4 million in sales, and I've built a huge, huge email list that literally makes me up to $20,000 a week. And all I have to do is press send. I literally tell my project manager and partner, Corey, hey, let's send an email this week. We put something together, and we'll do an email promotion that makes us $20,000. Boom! By just pressing send and emailing all of those customers. But see, nobody else is talking about that. Even successful e-commerce marketers right here, right now, they're not doing anything with their emails. They don't know what to do with them. How many of you in here have some emails and have no freaking clue what to do with them? Or you don't have emails and you would like to start getting them. All right, I'm seeing literally we've already got 50 people that have said me, okay? So build the list, but you need to learn how to use it too. All right, so on a bad day, profit point, on a bad day, just press send. If we're having a low revenue day, because say July 4th would be an example, people are usually grilling out, they're at the beach or something, you'll have a low day. I send the email, boom, my profits just freaking crush. They totally increase, sometimes by 50%. This is more powerful than ever with mobile phones. Email marketing has been around forever, and it was always great. The thing is, people were only able to check their email if they were on their computers, okay? But now people are checking their emails on their cell phones, and that is extremely powerful. 70%, write this down, 70% of the traffic to my e-commerce store is mobile. How many of you in here have shopped on your iPad or your mobile phone before? Type in a yes if you have shopped or purchased stuff from your mobile phone or your iPad. I know you have. A ton of you in here are saying yes, right? And that's why email marketing is so freaking powerful now. All right, this increases the value of your store. My $3.5 million valuation is because I have what's called an exit plan. I've built up social media assets, fan pages with hundreds of thousands of fans across my fan pages. I have a 350,000 person email list. If you're not doing this now, it's costing you big time. Here's my email list for both of my e-commerce stores, my big ones. We've got 350,000 people are subscribed to my email list. And I made $2.4 million while I was getting these subscribers for free. I wasn't losing money up front to build a list. I was getting paid to build a list that can generate up to $16,000 from one single email. Look at this. Here's the inside of my MailChimp email marketing account. On the bottom left, April 17th, I sent out an email. It generated $16,000. One email, okay? Why? Because I used something in Shopify. There's one button in Shopify. It's really interesting to increase how quickly I built my list. My brother actually showed it to me. It supercharged my email list with Shopify, and I built this huge list. And now when I send out emails, I'll make 16 grand, $20,000. I mean, in January 1st is when I sent out my first email. I was a victim of ignoring it as well, right? I built this list. I've always wanted to build an email list, and I told my brother, oh, I want emails, and I could never get that with affiliate marketing. And for the first few months I was building up my store, I got so excited about the money I was making, I wasn't sending emails. I sent my first email with MailChimp on January 1st of 2016. That's New Year's, right? Since January 1st of this year, this one email list has made me $200,000. It didn't cost me a single penny to generate those sales. Everybody in the chat box, type in 200K if you like what you see. All right? It's a strategy. Step 1, 2, 3, 4. There is a formula to front-end money, back-end money, building this business up to where you're in control and you can literally put the squeeze on it for money just like this. But hey, this isn't my only email list. I built with that niche store, I also use the same strategy. And this email list makes me $3 and $4 grand when I send an email out. $52,000 from December 12th to April 17th. 52 grand. So what does that mean? In the past 5 months from email marketing using my formula, I've generated $250,000 in sales, sending simple emails. And it continues to grow every single day. Every day my list gets bigger. I make money every day and my email list gets bigger. All right, now let's take a break for a second. How many of you in here saw the 4 steps and realize that you don't just need to know what the 4 steps are, but you need to actually learn how to implement those 4 steps? Just say, I do, in the chat box. All right, you can see this all you want, but until you actually understand how to implement it, that's what Ecom Success Academy is all about. It's about teaching you how to implement these 4 steps, step by step by step by step, so you do it the right way. All right, so the $2.4 million Ecom Success Plan, okay? I'm going to lay it out for you one more time. All right, I use Shopify as an e-commerce platform. I have 0 inventory investment. I never see or touch my products. People actually want the stuff that I'm selling. They're passion products. Facebook does the work for me. They optimize the ads for me. I just have to set them up using my very specific formula. I create a buying frenzy with the free plus shipping model. I build a massive email list that generates long-term money. And all of this began while I was at the beach with a $5 investment on a simple Facebook ad. A $5 investment on a simple Facebook ad grew into a $2.4 million revenue company in 10 months. All right, now let me draw it out for you because I listed it out by words, but sometimes it's easier to see it graphically. So 1, identify a passion. 2, identify a passion product. 3, use my 4 phases of Facebook traffic with intelligent ads. Of course, you want to retarget, but that's something that I'm going to teach in Ecom Success Academy as well. And then email marketing. All right, and then rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. So let's talk about risk versus reward. 9 minutes to build a Facebook ad. $0 to invest in a product to get on your store. $5 to start a Facebook ad. The short-term gain is front-end profits. That's the short term, okay? The long-term gain is building up a huge fan page. Long-term gain is building a huge email list. Long-term gain is back-end profits, long-term money. Now, how many of you in here And Sid says, best webinar ever. I love that. Now, how many of you in here are really struggling finding products, especially ones that convert, and would could really use some help identifying actual passion products that convert? Type in a yes. And I'm going to take a sip of my water. All right, so I'm going to show y'all something really cool. This is a software that I had developed for myself, and it is so freaking cool, and we're adding on to it right now. I'm going to pull it up on the screen. Give me just a second. This is a part of, it's an Ecom Success Academy bonus, actually. So let me just type in the password. I have built something called the AliExpress Sizzle Product Sniper. All right, the AliExpress Sizzle Product Sniper. Now what I do is I type in a product that I'm looking for in here and the maximum price of the product, something I might want to sell. And I usually put the maximum price at $5, okay? And let's say that I want to target watches, tactical watches, to people in the military niche, like veterans and you know, people that are in the Army and stuff. So I might type in military watch. Hit search. Now what this is doing is it's going through AliExpress and it's finding all of the cheapest deals for me, okay? And it's going to continue to do it. It's going to find more and more and more and more. I call this the sizzle effect sniper. But more importantly, here's what happens. People go to AliExpress.com, okay? They get here and they go, oh my God, where do I start? What am I looking for? How do I find the best deal? What's going to be a good product? And you could get stuck here looking for days for products. How many of you have been right here and just been stuck for literally forever to find a product? You get overloaded because you have like decision paralysis, where there's so many decisions, so many choices that you can't really choose. I'm seeing a lot of you in here say that. That's why I built this X factor right here. Another thing is feedback. So when I'm looking at buying something from somebody on AliExpress, I'm like, okay, I want to make sure that I'm working with a vendor that has really good feedback, okay? So you could see here that if I wanted to sell this, the person that sells it, they have a feedback score up here, but they kind of hide it. You really got to strain your eyes sometimes to find their feedback scores. They're in light gray. Now, my special software, see these little green thumbs up? These little green thumbs up mean they have a good feedback score, and you can see the feedback right here. But it identifies, see yellow? This yellow one right here means, oof, not so good. All right, and then if we can find any, it'll have a red box by it if they don't have good feedback. So the tool quickly visually tells me, hey, don't worry with this product, find someone else to buy it from, find somebody else to work with, right? So what I do is when I find a product, I can hover my mouse over it. It tells me everything I need to know about the product, okay? And when I click it, it instantly takes me to the product on AliExpress, and I can start working with this vendor and selling this product. How many of you feel like being able to quickly, easily visualize everything would help you find and snipe out products? Type in a yes. I'm just looking for some yeses. So many yeses, I can't even, okay, cool. So my product sniper. But here is another sizzle effect. We also have the Facebook search tool. Now, how many of you in here would like to just go ahead and do zero thinking, literally zero thinking, and identify what products are converting? Not just what products are the best prices on AliExpress, but what products are converting on Facebook. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to type in a keyword here, like let's type in necklace. And using the Ecom Success Academy's X Factor tool, I'm going to hit search, and this was just updated today. What it's going to do is it's instantly going to come in here and pull up all of the people that are sharing free plus shipping offers selling necklaces. Look, what's converting is directly in front of my face. It's right here. Everything that's selling is right here in front of my face, live on Facebook, using this special tool that I had coded. So if I'm looking for something specific, like for instance, a cat necklace, I could type in cat necklace, and if there are any cat necklaces, it will pull them up immediately. I can see the ad, the product, the site that's advertising it, everything. Now, how many of you on here feel like this one tool alone could change the fate of your profitability? Finding the cheapest products at the best, from the best vendors, and knowing exactly what ads are converting. I want to see some yeses in the chat box. Type in a yes if you think that that could change the fate of your profitability. All right, I'm seeing a boatload of yeses. All right, so this is just a cool yet powerful little software that I created that I call my X Factor that I put in Ecom Success Academy, okay? I can't demo everything about it, but it's there's a lot of really cool stuff. Now, back over here to my PowerPoint, to the presentation. Once I find it, let me pull it up. We got a couple more slides to go through. All right, we've gone through risk reward. You know the steps. Let's talk about what people think that have implemented my strategy so far that haven't even been through Ecom Success Academy yet. ESA is like it's just a huge, huge, huge training. All right, so what do people think? Crow over here says, today is month number 1. Yesterday I did over $250 in sales. Alex says, my son started doing Shopify using your system from your presentation in November and is now doing $10,000 a month. Graham, who's I know struggled with Teespring and selling all the same crap everybody else was selling, really was struggling. When he learned about Shopify and he implemented my strategies, now he's making over $800 a week, right? And here's some of my big students right here. Michael Jarrett on the bottom left. He's been a student of mine for quite some time. He's been very successful. And he said, wanted to say Happy New Year. And of course, thanks for your help. I get $430,000 for the year, with 129K of that in the last 6 weeks. 129 grand in 6 weeks. Ruben just messaged me the other day, sent $100,000 in sales on his Shopify stores. Sebastian, who's actually flying here this week, did a shout out to me on Facebook and says just crossed over $80,000 in sales. And he says next week sharing my story with Sensei. He calls me Sensei Adrian because, yeah, I guess Sensei is like mentor, right? Because of Adrian Morrison's training, right? So these are real students with real results. And I want to show you the inside of Ecom Success Academy right here, right now. Showing you the formula, but the learning experience that happens in ESA is what's super important. You could see the formula all day, but until you get a step-by-step breakdown, implementing it's another story. So how many of you would like to see the inside of Ecom Success Academy, what I've been so excited about over the last few months? Type in yes if you're ready to see the inside of ESA. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going in. We are going into Ecom Success Academy's members area. All right, so here's the inside of Ecom Success Academy. This is a course with over 150 video trainings in it, over-the-shoulder video trainings. All right, so if I come over here and I click on modules, the course is going to come up. Now, at first, this doesn't look like a whole bunch, but if you look right here, we've got Shopify training, sourcing products, Facebook training, email marketing, building your team, project management, long-term exit strategies, the bonus section with some bonus stuff. Now, when I click Shopify, watch what happens. we've got all of these different videos. But watch this. You want to set up your Shopify store? Well, here are the steps. Lesson 1, here's how you set up your store. Lesson 2, here's how you set up your payments. Lesson 3, here's how you set up shipping. Online store, unlocking your store, the dashboard. You want to master drop shipping? Well, then you go through my Drop Shipping Made Easy course. What is it? What's the best way to do it? You want to learn how to source products and add products to your store? Boom, right here. All right, so this is just, I mean, there's so many videos in here. Here's my secret sauce, retail and free product, promotional strategies. Look at all of these videos. They just keep coming. Oh, more and more and more. Optimizing your sales page. All right, so you can see how videos on how to optimize your sales page. There's a quick start that sums everything up down here. All right, then we've got product sourcing. Okay, product sourcing is where I talk about identifying passion products, actually adding products to your store from various different sources like AliExpress and T-Launch. T-Launch is a cool platform that plugs into Shopify. Okay, so we've got all the way from selling t-shirts, mugs, phone cases, Alibaba, scaling your business. It's all right here. Now, Facebook training. This is going to blow your freaking mind. When I click on the Facebook training, look what comes down. It's so much training. Setting up Facebook, setting up fan pages, Facebook ads, objectives, targeting, advanced targeting, audiences, mastering the Facebook pixel, the right types of ads, the strategy I use, advanced split testing, quick start video that sums it all up. So watch this. When I click on advanced Facebook targeting, we've got the first thing that comes up is the 4 phases. The 4 phases of targeting. Keyword mining, custom audiences, audience overlay. These are all the things you need to know. Facebook pixel mastery. This has to do with your Facebook intelligent ads. All right, so this runs you through everything you need to know. And then it sums it up with a video that shows you how to apply everything I taught in under 9 minutes. This is an over-the-shoulder video of me building a Facebook campaign, literally, in under 9 minutes, okay? So, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the next one, email marketing. Now, with email marketing, we're going to go over my $16,000 email template. So I'm literally going to give away the exact template that I use to generate $16,000 from emails. Because the way you write an email is important, right? And then all of the different promotions, my 3-day promotion calendar. We've got outsourcing and building your team. We've got project management, your long-term strategy. We've got a bonus section with over-the-shoulder trainings. Here's my Sizzle Sniper software. So this is where you can get access to that software. All right, this is the complete course. I've got my Shopify app arsenal, which is up here in the Shopify section. This goes over all of the different apps that I use to supercharge my store to make it so freaking optimized. How many of you feel like there's over 150 video trainings? They're all over-the-shoulder experience trainings. I'm live actually setting stuff up. How many of you feel like inside Ecom Success Academy, if you went through all of this stuff, that you would be able to master e-commerce? Type in a hashtag ESA if you feel like going through all of these videos, all this over-the-shoulder training, you would be able to master e-commerce and Shopify. All right, I'm seeing a lot of hashtags come in. All right, cool. So let's come back over here to the PowerPoint, because this course, I mean, I could spend days in here. There is so much training in Ecom Success Academy. It is, like I said, I have spent months creating this product. I even have a discount because this ESA is sponsored by Shopify. They've given me a discount. All right, for everybody to use Shopify. Now, let's go into how you can get involved with ESA, all right? So, everything I've shown you is a bird's eye view of the formula that I use to be so successful with Ecom Success Academy, okay? So, I mean, this is all of the stuff that I do, but you need to get that over-the-shoulder experience. You need to learn how I do it and implement it and go through this course. What you need is the training. You need motivation. You need advice. You need direction. You need support. You need to understand what real goals should be, right? And that's what Ecom Success Academy is about. Now, let's go over everything in detail, what's in there. So, Shopify Mastery. There's 40 over-the-shoulder trainings, 40 over-the-shoulder trainings on mastering Shopify. This is going to go over setting up your store in less than 20 minutes, drop shipping made easy, high conversion promotion strategies, 7-figure brand building, okay? The exact strategy I used so I could have that $3.5 million valuation. My personal Shopify app arsenal, my Shopify quick start training, and of course, you get to watch me set up a store live in here. I go through setting up a brand new store. All right, now after that is what I call product sorcery. There's 20 over-the-shoulder trainings in product sorcery. This is where how I snipe out high-converting passion products. Remember, passion products are key. This is where I go to snipe out high-converting passion products, locate the highest quality vendors, and I even give you my personal drop shipping template. So my personal drop shipping template. This is how I lock down vendors on AliExpress to give me access to a special type of drop shipping that's not publicly available. You have to know what to say to them in order to give you the special tier of access. I give you my exact template. I actually film myself in AliExpress chatting with vendors, going over how it's done. I don't say, hey, here's how it's done. I film it being done. Creating customized and unique products that convert. Sourcing to scale, right? Scale your business. Don't just make a little bit, make a lot. And of course, the bonus that we're going to throw in here is a discount with one of my top vendors. So how many of you in here would agree that because I do such high volume in sales, that companies give me discounts because I'm one of the top people selling their products? Type in a yes if you agree. I probably get discounts. Okay. Now, how many of you feel like if you could leverage the same discounts that I'm getting, that you would have a better shot at success? Type in a yes. If you had the same discount that a high volume seller got, you would make more money. Duh. Right? So what I've done is one of my top vendors, all right, that I'm selling some of my items from, retail and free stuff from, has agreed to give all of my Ecom Success Academy students a discount on all of the products indefinitely. That means like there is no end date to this. It's not a promotional for 2 weeks. It's for life inside of his company. He's giving you all that ESA discount on the product. So you're going to be able to get products cheaper than anybody else. Now, Facebook Mastery. There's 68 over-the-shoulder trainings here. This is how I set up supercharged intelligent ads, how I create high-converting fan pages. This is my exact ad copy that I'm using. How many of you, once again, if you knew exactly what I said in my ads, felt like finding the right products, of course, which we're going to teach you how to do, but knowing exactly how to write an ad, just like I do, to make $2.4 million, that you would have more success? Type in another yes. All right, so we've got, Ricky says that would be fantastic. Mark says yes. There's so many yeses, it's freezing everything up. I go over my 4 phases of targeting, so you never have to worry about a targeting strategy again. I literally have a calendar set up for you, so to speak, for targeting. I go over my killer scale formula. Know when to kill an ad, know when to scale it up. These are big questions that I get. My unique 6-figure scaling strategy, advanced split testing strategies. All right, so these are all of the things I do to pinpoint who my buyers are. Bonus, my 7-figure Facebook advertising blueprint. I have a blueprint. It is a calendar that I use. for setting up all of my Facebook campaigns. It keeps everything on point, and it makes sure that I follow the step-by-step process. All right, that's going to be in there in the bonus section, okay? And of course, quick boost, watch me set up an ad in 9 minutes, all right? Then we've got Alpha Email Mastery. This is going to be 8 over-the-shoulder videos that are going to go over hacks that supercharge my email list, my $16,000 high-converting email template, my $26,000 email marketing formula, because that's my biggest week with email is 26K. My $550,000 per year blueprint for email marketing, that is all literally word for word, step by step, outlined in ESA. So I guess the idea is I want to set you up to just press send, okay? You're going to have Facebook ads, but I also want you email marketing. My brother Anthony is going to be doing an email domination bonus in here as well, which is going to be amazing. There's going to be 7 over-the-shoulder trainings for automation mastery. I want to show you how to automate the entire process. All right, so we're going to go over hiring virtual assistants to automate your store, clone yourself into an alpha project manager, all of this stuff. And we even have a bonus from another 7-figure Shopify guy, Adam Rader, in there. Then 4 over-the-shoulder trainings on project management mastery. These are 2 powerful tools I use to maximize my business, okay? And I go over my $3.5 million exit plan. This is step-by-step how I set up my social media assets, our profit and loss formula, our primed and I want to have you primed and prepped to have everything you need to actually sell your business if you ever want to exit. This is what I use to maximize my $3.5 million valuation. So let's sum everything up because I know that I just went through a lot of stuff. You're going to get access to over 150 over-the-shoulder trainings, okay? You're going to get my special Friends with Benefit discount with my top vendor. And of course, you're going to have Shopify expert training. You're going to go over Facebook ads. I'm going to show you how to set all this up. You can literally have your store up and running literally within an hour. Now, the training, there's a lot in there. You can't watch it all in an hour. But the idea is to prep you to be able to crush this out. Now, how many of you in here are ready to get the link and get enrolled for Ecom Success Academy? Type in a yes if you're ready, because that's what the next slide is all about. Okay, we've got tons of yeses, so let's go ahead and do this. All right, so bonus. There is a bonus from Shopify HQ themselves. Don't go to this buy link yet, okay? Do not go to the link yet. Wait before you go to that link because there's something that you need to see. All right, there's a bonus. Shopify has sponsored ESA, and they're throwing a top earners contest. Adam Rader, a 7-figure marketer, is throwing in a bonus. Anthony's throwing in a bonus. I'm going to give you my Sizzle Effect Product Sniper software I demoed. And of course, you're going to get on my weekly webinars. Now, here's the deal. All of these bonuses, they're specifically for my VIP students, okay? The price for Ecom Success Academy is $2,497, okay? For 150 over-the-shoulder training videos, for the all of the software that's included, the blueprint, all of that stuff. Past students have literally paid up to $12,000 just to spend 3 days with me, okay? I'm automatically entering you into my top earners contest where you'll fly out to Shopify if you win that contest, spend a day in their offices with me. Now, I have something really, really special though that I want to show you guys. It's a fast action bonus and it's super, super limited. So I want to make sure that I go ahead and put this out here. My fast action bonus. This is for the first 15 people only, all right? The first 15 people only. I am literally going to give you a $152,000 case study. It's a campaign that I'm running right this second that's generated $152,000 for me, and I'm going to give you the exact product that I'm marketing. I'm going to show you the exact ad that I used. I'm going to go over the exact targeting that I'm using and everything in 10 minutes. If you go through this case study, you can literally duplicate my campaign that you're looking at right here. So what we're going to do is this campaign has an audience of 3 million people. It's generated for me 68,000 likes, 167,000 clicks. The interests, you're going to get the exact interest that I used to generate $152,000. You're going to get the exact ad, but this is for not the first 25, the first 15 students to enroll. This campaign, I was thinking 25, but I said, you know, this is a huge campaign that I run, and I've never done this before. I'm giving you one of the top campaigns on my $2 million Shopify store. But that is only happening over on, for the first 15 students to enroll. I mean, I simply cannot, you know, give that to everybody. How many of you understand that, though? That if I'm giving you a campaign I'm running right this very second, a campaign that has generated over 152 grand for me, it's still running right now, that's something I have to be super limited on. All right, so I'm just running through the chat box. And look, guys, this is the time right here, right now. You want to go to that link below, startesa.com/Adrian. Startesa.com/Adrian and get enrolled. The first 15 people that get into Ecom Success Academy, they're going to get access to this fast action bonus. All right? Now, I just want to look in the chat box. How many of you are going to the link right now to get enrolled? Because there's only 15 slots for that, and it's something that I'm personally going to have to give you. Okay? So it's just a very, very special fast action bonus. Type in just so I can identify who's going there now, because there's so much stuff on my screen. Just type in I'm in if you're headed to startesa.com/Adrian. And we still have money to give away. We still have a Q&A. We still have a lot of training to do. So I just want to make sure that the first 15 people that get in know that they're going to get access to a $152,000 campaign. Keyword for keyword, interest for interest, literally the exact product, everything. The cool thing about this is the audience is a 3.1 million audience. This audience is primed and prepped to convert, right? So you can go in and you can recycle this audience. Now let me just test the link here and make sure that it's working, because we're getting some people saying that there's an issue. This is what you should see right here. Don't use capital letters, I guess. So if you're going to the link, then what you want to do is no capital letters. So I'm just going to fix that on the screen for you. There we go. So if you go to startesa.com/Adrian, then it should take you to the page now, okay? Has everybody got that? Can I just see in the chat box if everybody's got that now? All right, and what we're going to do is we're actually going to type that in the chat box as well. So we're going to type in the link the way that it should be. So let's just go in the chat box and type in our link here. And we got some more stuff. I have another fast action bonus, so I'm going to type that in for you. All right, so I just sent that link to everybody. All right, so I'm just trying to look at your feedback here and make sure that I can see all of your questions, what's going on. We've already, it looks like, since the right link came out, we've already, it looks like, got 3 signups. Isaac, and Isaac just came in. Congratulations, Isaac. Guys, this is a huge bonus. So stop what you're doing right now. If you want to get access to this, boom, go to that link, okay? Now, we have another fast action bonus. I'm going to have to, obviously I'm going to have to fix the link on every page. So remember, it's all lowercase letters for the link, all right? The next fast action bonus that we're going to hit, after these 15 people, we do have another fast action bonus, and this bonus is fast action bonus number 2. Now, I realize I can't give away, I cannot give away my campaign to everybody. I got to limit that to 15 people. Now, the first 25 to enroll today are going to get my Super Success, never done before bonus, which is weekly coaching every single day of the week, 7 days a week for 4 weeks straight with myself and my player coaches. All right, so I cannot give away my $152,000 campaign to everybody in the world, right? I got to limit that to, you know, the 15 first students. But the first 25 are going to get access to 4 weeks of daily coaching. Now, what does that mean? That means for 4 straight weeks, every single day, literally 7 days a week, you're going to come onto a live coaching over-the-shoulder webinar with me, Casey, Corey, and Adam. Those are my player coaches. Week number 1 is going to be a Shopify quick start. Week number 2, we're going to talk about Facebook and passion sniping, email domination, and of course, outsource mastery. Let's go over everything again, and let me fix this, this link for you real fast, because we want to keep it all lowercase. All right, so here's everything that's going to be included. 40 over-the-shoulder videos on Shopify, sourcing products, Facebook ads, email domination, automating your e-commerce business, my marketing formula template, my personal software that I call the Sizzle Effect Sniper, my Friends with Benefits discount, fast action bonus number 1 is my $150,000 campaign, the product, the keywords, the niche, everything. All right, and 4 weeks of daily coaching, 4 weeks of not once a week, but literally every single day, daily coaching with me and my player coaches. The schedule to that is going to be inside Ecom Success Academy. So that's for the first 25 people. All right, first 15 people get the $152,000 case study. The first 25 people are going to get the 4 weeks of coaching. So I just want to take a second, because a lot of you are asking what all is entailed in the coaching. I'm going to go through that, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to go through like a whole entire breakdown of the 4 weeks of coaching. But right here, right now, I just want to see how many of you are in, because I've already seen, it looks like about 7 people have successfully filled out the form and become Ecom Success Academy students. So there is still plenty of room left for the fast action bonus number 1, but I think a lot of people got kind of messed up with the link. So there's still a chance to go in and get access to that. All right, so we've got Melvin, Darren, congratulations. We've got Ken said he's about to get in. All right, so just looking through some of your, I'm looking through some of the chat box here. Oh, another question that just came in is, do you get both bonuses if you're number 1? I mean, if you're in the first 15, yes. If you're in the first 15 people, you're getting fast action bonus number 1 and fast action bonus number 2. Okay, so when you get in Ecom Success Academy, if you're in the first 15, you're going to get my $152,000 case study. All right, you're going to get my 4 weeks of daily coaching with my player coaches as well. If you're in the first 25, you're going to miss out on the $152,000 case study, but you're going to get you're still going to get the 4 weeks of daily coaching every single day with myself and my player coaches, where we literally walk you through setting all of this up the way that it should be. Okay, so literally setting this up the way that it should be. Now, when you go here and you fill out the form, let me just exit the PowerPoint just real fast. When you go out here and you enroll and you fill out the form, there's going to be a form that you see right after this, and you got to make sure to fill that form out so you can get all your login information. So once you come here and you fill this out, you enroll. Click this button right here, you enroll, you qualify for the bonuses. You're going to have a form, and it's going to ask you to fill that out. You've got to do that in order to get your information, okay? Now, let's go through everything. Let me just hit the next slide. I want to tell you about something else. This is really, really special, okay? Shopify HQ, literally, Shopify themselves sponsor Ecom Success Academy, and they've officially endorsed me and my program. I showed the head guys at Shopify headquarters, Ecom Success Academy, and they were so blown away by the course that they wanted to endorse it with a special contest for my students. And this is why, another reason this is time sensitive. There's a 60-day contest, and the top ESA students within the top 3 earners in 60 days. So you got 60 days to go through the course, get some ads running, and start generating revenue. 60 days from today, we are going to choose a winner, right? We're going to choose our top 3 students, top 3 earners. And Shopify is going to invite you and me to their headquarters, to their HQ in Canada. And you can see they've got a pretty dang amazing office. And they're going to give us, you're going to get a one-on-one training with me in the Shopify offices, a private tour of the Shopify offices. They've never done this before, okay? They only invite their multi-million-dollar sellers to their offices. But what they're going to allow me to do is take my top 3 earners in this contest from ESA, and they're going to pay to fly you to Shopify HQ for a full tour and 1 day of one-on-one training with me in Shopify HQ, which is absolutely crazy. So how many of you in here would like to be the winner of that contest? I mean, we're talking about my $152,000 campaign bonus, 4 weeks of daily coaching. You're going to get the first 25, okay? The first 25 are going to get 4 weeks of intensive daily coaching, Monday through Sunday, okay? And that's all within that 60-day period. That's going to help give you that boost that you need to hopefully win that contest and get flown out for a one-on-one with me at Shopify HQ, which is just absolutely absurdly insane. Congratulations to Dennis Massier. All right, congrats to you for getting in. Now, let's talk about the training, okay, the weekly training. So my Super Success bonus is every single day for 4 weeks. You're going to spend 1 day, you're going to spend 1 week with each of my coaches. Anthony, my wife Casey, who runs the entire back end of my business, my project manager, Corey, who now does $30,000 a month in sales on his own Shopify store, and Adam Rader, who is a master of Shopify and outsourcing. He has agreed to come on and do 1 full week of coaching every single day for 7 days on just how he has built up his store to automate it. And he's done over $2 million in sales. This is designed to get you results. This is live over-the-shoulder training. So let's talk about week 1. Now, in week 1 of the bonus training, we're going to talk about just simply getting started. This is a quick start. You're going to watch us build a store from scratch, from A to Z. A to Z. All right, we're going to go over all of the settings that are super important that supercharge your store that most people miss. We're going to talk about the secret to adding free products to your store, how I hide all of my free products to where only people can see them from my Facebook ads. Complete over-the-shoulder experience. All right, that's going to be week 1. Now, how many of you feel like if you could get on a live training webinar with me and my project manager, Corey, and literally watch us build a store, step by step by step, that would boost, it would boost your success? Just type in a yes. All right, now remember, these are time-sensitive trainings because they're live and they're every day. And there's when you get in Ecom Success Academy, you will see the schedule for those live trainings. All right, if you miss them, that's it. That's why it is a time-sensitive offer for our first 25 students. All right. Now, week 2, we're going to go over passion sniping. Now, passion sniping is all about finding a profitable niche, a profitable product. I'm going to show you how I snipe out high-converting products, especially using my software that's a bonus tonight. How I use the secret sauce to get those $100 and $1,000 orders. All right, I'm going to literally intensively, 7 days out of the week, go through everything you need to know about passion products, okay? Now, also on week 2, we're going to have a Facebook intensive, and that's creating profitable ads. How I create my ads in under 10 minutes that turn out profits. We're going to go over audience conversion strategies. We're going to talk about my $2 million Facebook marketing formula. I told you before I have a calendar, right? I'm going to show that to you. So, what we're going to do is go to week 3. Now, week 3 here is email domination with Anthony Morrison. Anthony has a way to literally turbocharge campaigns. This guy absolutely crushes email marketing, and I'm going to show you, he's going to show you his complete strategy. All right? Now, here we go. He's going to go through siphoning emails, inboxing strategies, all that good stuff. And week 4 is going to be about automating your e-commerce store, scaling your business, using social proof to increase conversions. Guys, look, that's everything. You need to get started now by going to startesa.com/Adrian. Remember, make it all lowercase training. We're going to do a Q&A, and we're going to be giving away some cash right now. All right, so what I'm going to do is go over a quick Q&A, and I'm going to give you all some time to get enrolled. I want to go ahead and just answer some questions. So let's do that. All right, so it looks like we've got literally 2 slots available for the first 15 fast action bonus for the $152,000 campaign. So just so you guys know, there's not a lot of room left on that one. And now I'm just going to go through and I am going to take your questions once I get my chat box to unfreeze. All right, here we go. Okay, so it looks like Jeffrey's in, Joe's in, Neil is in, Bill Irving is in. Congratulations to you guys. So somebody just asked about where I get the products from and how long does it take to get a product set up. In Ecom Success Academy, I show you how to do it all. Literally, find the product and have it added to your store in about 10 minutes, all right? So it takes about 10 minutes to get it added to your store. It takes another 10 minutes to create a Facebook ad. The key is finding the product that converts, finding a product that has that sizzle effect to it, right? So that's something that my bonus number 1, the sizzle product sniper, is really, really going to help people identify are those products that actually convert. Now, I'm just looking down here. I'm having to look at my phone at the questions because my screen is like totally frozen. I'm just going to scroll through some of your questions. Okay, I just got this in. We have sold out of the top 15. There are no, the $152,000 fast action bonus, that one is done for. We just had our last student come in for that. Now, that means we've got 10 more slots for fast action bonus number 2, which is going to be the 4 weeks of daily coaching with me and my player coaches. Now, what I can do is, it's pushing it, but I can make it happen. I can increase my $152,000 case study, the fast action bonus number 1, to 25 students. All right, so that's originally what I thought I might do it at, but then I had some reservations because it's a huge campaign. It's a campaign that I personally run right here, right now. How many of you feel like that would help you? If I open up 10 more slots to that $152,000 case study campaign, the keywords, the ad, how many of you feel like that would help you actually get started? I'm just going to come through and look at your questions. I see Sin says me. Jonathan says, yeah, that would help me a lot. Audrey says, yes, absolutely. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to answer some more questions. So just remember, we've opened up 10 more slots for fast action bonus number 1. So guys, one of the biggest questions that I get, that I'm looking through right here, the chat box with all of the questions, are what other things can you start marketing? There's all sorts of stuff. Look, I'm marketing all sorts of things. That's the beautiful part about e-commerce and Shopify and Ecom Success Academy. I can go in and with my flexible store, I can market stuff in the cat niche and the wine niche. I can market stuff in literally any single niche I want. You just have to identify the passion and find a good product. All right, so that being said, remember there are no capital letters in this link, okay? Do not type in capital letters. It's for whatever reason, when people type in with capital letters, it's sending them to a dead page. So startesa.com/Adrian, and you just have to do it all lowercase for some reason. Okay, so now I'm getting the question of, and I've meant to get to this, but there's just so much to go through. First off, I've got 7 slots left for the fast action bonuses. Keep that in mind. And I'm getting a couple of you asking if we have a flexible payment plan. And we do. I have designed this to have a flexible payment plan. It still includes full access, all bonuses, everything on the flexible payment plan is it's there. But it does cost more, okay? If you're using the flex payment plan, it's 3 payments of $997. So when using the payment plan, you're going to be paying about $500 more total. But you're able to spread this across, 3 months. How many of you feel like that's something that would help you as well? Even though you're paying a little bit more, you're able to spread the cost out over the course of the next three months. You can get in the training, you get full access, you can still qualify for the fast action bonus, which by the way, there's 6 slots on that left now. And you can get started. You can have your store built. You can go through the weekly coaching. You guys can get full access to everything. So ultimately, you have 2 choices, 2 plans to choose from. All right? Both of them include everything. It's just which way do you want to go? Do you want to get a discount by paying in full with the complete package at $2,495, or do you want to make 3 payments of $997? Here's another quick summary of everything that you're going to get. 150 videos inside of ESA. These are over-the-shoulder trainings. All right, all of my bonuses. You're going to get weekly coaching with me. You're going to get the Sizzle Effect Product Sniper, Anthony's email domination, my friends with benefits discount with my one top vendor, which we'll talk about more inside ESA, the 4 weeks of daily coaching, and $152,000 case study campaign. Now, guys, the last two, remember, are fast action bonuses, and now it looks like we are literally down. Let me just check over here. Yeah, we are literally down to 4 slots left in those fast action bonuses. So everyone who's ordered up to this just now, you get both of the fast action bonuses. So everybody that has ordered up to this very moment, you get both bonuses, okay? You get the 4 weeks of coaching and you get my case study, all right? So the first 25 people get access to both fast action bonuses. And I want you to remember, these should be all lowercase, all right? So I'm going to go in and I'm just going to fix it. And we're going to be giving away, actually, we're giving away $500 tonight. So we'll be announcing that in a minute. I'm going to take some of your questions about ESA. And let me just fix these links real quick. So the link to the Flex plan, remember, should also be all lowercase. StartESA.com/AdrianFlex. All right. So these are your options. We have now. Let me check again, because I see so many people in the chat box asking me about these dang fast action plans. We've got, looks like we still got 2 slots left. 2 slots left for the fast action bonuses. If you get in right now, you're getting access to both fast action bonuses. All right? So, how many of you in here, right here, I'm sorry, but there's so many things coming in the chat box that I'm trying to read. You guys are freezing up my dang chat box. How many of you right here, right now, are on the fence? Like, you're literally teeter-tottering getting inside ESA and going ahead and getting enrolled. I just type in on the fence. I want to see in the chat box, on the fence. Okay, now I want to be very clear about this, all right? Everything that I have put into Ecom Success Academy, the 150 over-the-shoulder trainings that walk you through building a campaign, setting up a store, finding the product, I have done everything for you. And I need you to look at this from 2 different perspectives, all right? And I'm going to explain that to you here in just a second. We literally just had the last sale come in for the fast action bonus. And I see so many people in here still asking questions about buying. What I'm going to do is, for the next, let's just say, I don't know, 15 minutes, everybody that enrolls in the next 15 minutes, and you take action right now, on the fence or not, if you take action right now and get into ESA, I'm still going to give you access to the 4 weeks of coaching and the $152,000 campaign. And I'm going to have to cut that off in 15 minutes. I already bumped it up 10, but I see a lot of people in here that want in and are still trying to decide. So I'm doing this because you guys are my VIP students. I would probably not do that if I was teaching somebody else's students, right? But you're my VIP students, and I'm not going to be able to present this to you guys again. Right? You're not going to see me come on next week and do this exact same presentation. It's just not going to happen. I want my VIP students in ESA. You guys are my students. You've been with me the past year on my webinars. And I want you in ESA because I know that this is what you truly need to succeed. So I'm going to open up these bonuses for you for the next 15 minutes for everybody that enrolls. All right, so you need to get in right now within the next 15 minutes, and you're going to get access to every single thing that you see on the screen. And I'm doing that because y'all are my personal students. All right, how many of you in here appreciate that and are excited about that and needed that extra time to get in? Because I know that some of you, you think about it for a second and all of a sudden, boom, the bonuses, the slots are taken up. I want you guys in. I want you to see the bonuses. I want you to succeed. I want you on my weekly webinars every single day with my player coaches. I want you to meet Casey and see how she's increasing my sales on the back end by 70%. I want you to work with Adam, and I want you to see how he automates his entire store. He doesn't even pick out products anymore. He automates that entire process, everything. I want you in my Facebook intensive. I want you watching me build Facebook ads. I'm not just going to say, oh, here's a good idea. We're going to build real Facebook ads in my daily coaching and the bonus for the 4 weeks, right? So we're going to go live over the shoulder. Earlier, when I first started this webinar, I said, how many of you need that over the shoulder experience, right? Almost all of you said yes. This 4 weeks of daily coaching, that's what's going to allow me to give you that true over-the-shoulder live experience where we go through, we create ads, I answer your questions because these are going to be very limited. There's not going to be thousands of people in the daily coaching. We have to keep that limited to manage your questions, right? So that's what you need. That is what you truly need to get started. I've spent the last 10 months figuring it out, right? I've spent the last 10 months making mistakes to build up a $2.4 million e-commerce business. And for the first time, I'm offering you guys early bird access to Ecom Success Academy to see exactly how I did it. And I'm not just even giving you videos. I'm literally going to be there for 4 weeks every single day with my player coaches, coaching you through the steps to get started and build a campaign. This is an investment in building a massive empire, okay? This isn't a course. This is an over-the-shoulder intensive, and this is an investment in building something big. You need to quit chasing money. You need to quit finding one teeny tiny little product and have success and then fail. You need consistent results. You've seen my results. They're very, very consistent. As a matter of fact, I can show you a screenshot of some of my consistent results. So let me just pull that up for you. I can give it to you, let's say, right here. All right. Look, this is from when I started my store to right now. Over $2 million on one single store. That's consistency. That's what I teach you how to do in Ecom Success Academy. I teach you how to get consistent sales and build a real business. Guys, my store is rated, look in the circle here, the number in the top 1%. I am the top 1% on Shopify, and I'm willing to get on weekly coaching with you 4 weeks every single day with my player coaches and teach you how I got into the top 1%, how I get consistent results, the products that I sell, how to identify those, literally how to build a massive business using Facebook marketing and e-commerce. All right, now I'm going to go back to the different plans for you guys, because I still see some of you asking for that link again. All right, so everybody, we still got, it looks like, just under 10 minutes left. And now is the time that you have to make that decision. And we're going to be giving away the $500 cash prize here in just a second. But choose your plan, get in Ecom Success Academy, and get started. Look, guys, when you enroll and you get inside, I'm going to show you what the first thing is you should do. When you enroll and you get inside Ecom Success Academy, the first thing that you want to do is come over here to modules, and you want to click right here on where it says Shopify. And you want to get started going through all of these videos, setting everything up, drop shipping, okay? Now, if you already have a store set up what you're going to want to do is at least look at my Shopify app arsenal, where I go over all of the apps that I'm using to supercharge my store, and I even train you on them. All right? Now, the next thing you're going to want to do is go to sourcing products. This is exactly where I go to, or where I would go to learn where to get products from, how to find the best products, negotiating the best prices, everything you need to know about product sourcing. And then Facebook ads. This is where you're going to get started with these viral, magnetic, sizzle effect promotional ads. I walk you through, even if you've never set up Facebook business before, I have an entire video here that literally just walks you through setting up the business manager. All right? I have a video that walks you through choosing general niches versus, generic products versus niche products, the ad objectives, the targeting. It's all in here for you. I've put so much time, effort, blood, sweat, and tears into this course, and I am very, very confident that Ecom Success Academy, when you go through this training, it is going to create earnings reports for me. This is going to create a ton of new earnings reports for me. The bonus section, this is where you're going to get access to the Sizzle Sniper software, okay? And some of these bonuses, like Anthony's email domination, are pending. Because remember, you're getting access 2 weeks before anybody else. Right here on this webinar tonight, you're getting access to Ecom Success Academy 2 weeks before anybody else. So there might be some of the bonus trainings in here, like the emailing with Anthony, are going to be coming soon. Now, the $152,000 bonus, it's going to show up in here as well, all right, for those that qualified. Now, I have to add that in, and that will be added in tonight, okay? So don't freak out if you don't see that when you come in here. That is a bonus. You're getting early bird access to it, and of course, if you qualified for it, you get in the next, it looks like 6-7 minutes, then you're good. You're going to get access to the coaching, the case study. You're going to have full access to the course, my weekly coaching. Guys, literally, time is running out. We've been on here for, it looks like 3 hours now, and I'm about to have to close the door, right? I can only offer this early bird access for so long. This is not an open-ended offer. And of course, those bonuses, the quick start bonuses, I'm going to have to put a close to those. So if anyone in here is on the fence still, you've got to get in right now. All right, so who needs help? All right, who in here needs help getting started? Who needs help getting into ESA, getting enrolled, has a question, and needs to get in now? Because I just don't want you to miss out on these quick starts. Just type in, I need help, in your question in the chat box. Congratulations, Shannon. Let's see. I'm just looking at your questions here. Type in your question. And I'll get, so does anybody need help getting into Ecom Success Academy right now? Let me know, and I can go ahead and provide you with any information you need to go ahead and get in. And then we're going to have to shut this down because literally, time is running out, and we have to, move forward. So this door is about to close. Marcy says, I cannot get into your site. Marcy, if you have enrolled, then you got to make sure that you fill out that form, and it's going to give you access to the inside of Ecom Success Academy, okay? So make sure you fill out that form, and make sure that everything is in lowercase letters when you type in startesa.com. Shannon says, we're in the top 1% trainer club. I love that. Yeah, I mean, Shopify actually told me I have one of the top stores on their entire platform, and that's why Shopify has endorsed me. And they've actually endorsed Ecom Success Academy with this special contest where they're going to fly us out to their HQ, my top 3 earners in the 60-day contest, and do like a crazy intensive training, which is going to be freaking sick. So congratulations to everyone that gets in. Shannon just said hashtag Adrian rocks. We're going to be giving away the $500 in just a moment. I'm just getting your questions. Jamie asks about X-Commerce. This is a completely different training. All right, so this is stuff that I've never revealed before. I mean, this 150 over-the-shoulder videos, that's some intense stuff. You know, you see a lot of courses out there. You get in, and most people have like maybe 20 videos or something. But I said, I want my students to truly be successful. You know, what can I do to make sure that if somebody invests in their business, they invest in doing something that can really be big, how can I ensure that they're going to have the best training possible? Is that possible with 20 simple videos? No. I literally, when I say step by step, I mean step by step. I broke it down so much into 150 different videos that I believe that it's impossible for somebody not to come out a master of Shopify and Facebook ads as long as you go through all of those videos. There's a lot of videos there, and you break them up section by section by section, right? And that's another reason my fast action bonus, which is about to close, for the 4 weeks of daily coaching is so important. Because I take all 150 videos and I sum them up for you every single day over the course of 4 weeks, and I show you how to implement all of those strategies, all of the formulas, setting up the Facebook ads, finding the product. We're going to go through together, and we're going to find products. We're going to choose keywords for them, and we're actually going to set up ads live in my Facebook Intensive in that 4 weeks of daily coaching, because this is what you need to really get started. I've had so many people message me and say on Facebook, do you do coaching? And I have never had the time to do one-on-one coaching where I fly somebody out or get on the phone, stuff like that. But I have set aside 4 weeks of my life, 4 weeks, literally 7 days a week, to sit at a computer with you guys and do some real coaching live and walk you through how to be successful with e-commerce. Guys, the door is about to shut. The window is about to close. You got to choose a plan right now, and you have got to get into Ecom Success Academy. You're 2 weeks ahead of anybody and everybody else. You're 2 weeks ahead of this $152,000 case study, right? You're 2 weeks ahead of anybody else that might potentially get access to that. You are 2 weeks ahead where you're able to pounce this before anybody else. And you can just, sorry, I'm just getting some questions popping in. Oh, somebody asked about replays of the daily coaching. All right, so here's the thing on the daily coaching. The deal is, with the daily coaching, we are going to record every single one for the 4 weeks. They're going to be recorded, and you are going to get access to those recordings. So if you cannot be on every single day, it's okay. All of those are recorded, and they're going to go into the members area. So tonight, when you get in and you qualify for the fast action bonus for the 4 weeks of daily coaching, you are going to get all of the recordings of that. So you don't have to be there every day. I understand. I've set aside 4 weeks of my life to be there for you every day, but I record them if you have other things, you know, going on in life. I've recorded those for you, and you're going to get access to those recordings. Victor, congrats for getting in. Just make sure that you work on that. And let's see. When will the 4 weeks of coaching begin? Cindy said. Cindy, the dates and times for the 4 weeks of coaching are going to be inside the members area. Those are going to be pushed out. The 4 weeks of coaching are going to be pushed out a couple of weeks from now, because remember, you're getting inside ESA 2 weeks before anybody else, all right? And so I have to wait for any and all students before that coaching starts. So that gives you, it's a good thing because getting in early, you're going to get the time to go through the training and the videos. And by the time the weekly coaching, the daily coaching starts, you're going to be able to ask me questions, right? You're going to have been there and done it and built the store. You'll have my training and you'll have some really solid questions to answer. So these will be recorded and the dates and the times are inside Ecom Success Academy. Actually, when you log in, you'll see the enroll button and you can instantly enroll for the dates, the times, see the breakdowns of what we're teaching. It's all going to be there for you. Sandra says, what's the minimum daily input for learning? Well, I've always told students to start with an hour a day. So I would put an hour a day in to the learning process. Now, that's, for me, kind of hard to do. I would get excited about something like, if I didn't know anything about e-commerce and I could get access to this product, I would probably stay up all night watching all of it, But I would say about an hour to 2 hours a day is good. I mean, when I built this business at the beach, like I said, I have my store up and running in about 20 to 30 minutes and some 3 products added to it. And when you're getting started, if you're newer, it might take you a little bit longer, but I have a quick start video in there that shows real quickly how to get everything done real fast and just sum it up. So you have the option to, go through each training step by step by step by step, but you can skip to the quick start video for Shopify and the quick start video for Facebook. And, you can just see a 10-minute summary of getting something in the store, a 10-minute summary of getting an ad live. So I would recommend watching all the training though. All right, let me see some of these questions. You're very welcome, Cindy, and Robert, you're welcome. Diane says, do you suggest that we start implementing things before the live training? Yes. Here's the reason. I created Ecom Success Academy standalone to create success students, all right? The 4 weeks of daily coaching is a fast action bonus that I came up with afterwards. Because I know that over-the-shoulder training, the live over-the-shoulder training is very, very important, right? But I developed Ecom Success Academy to create success students just from watching the videos. So I would watch the videos, I would learn, take the course, and I would start implementing. And then you will be primed and prepped when we get to the 4 weeks of coaching. And you're going to intake everything at a higher capacity, right? Because you'll have had everything broken down for you already. All right, so let's see what else, going through the questions here. Doreen says, 6 a.m. in Norway here. Been here since 3 a.m. It was worth every minute. Congrats, Joe. Sorry if I can't pronounce it right. I'll just call you Joe. Congratulations, and I'm glad that you've loved the training so far, guys. We're about to close down. We're about to shut down. Everybody that's purchased up to this point has got everything you see on the screen. All fast action bonuses, all the videos, all of the weekly coaching. You're going to get access to my $152,000 case study. Sorry, I'm having to watch questions on my phone and I'm trying to prop it up and it keeps falling. But you're going to get access to everything you see on the screen, everybody that is purchased up to this point right now, and there is still some time before I close down tonight, okay? You can still get access to all of the fast action bonuses. This is only something I'm doing for you guys, extending this because, well, you're my students. All right, let me go back and come over here and look. Ted, there is no coupon code that you need to type in. The right price will be on ESA, depending on which link you actually go to. David, yes, the 4 weeks of training, that fast action bonus is still available, but you have to get in right now. All right, I'm extending that. Let's see. Anada says, Adrian, I'm excited. I'm so freaking speechless. I'm going to work so hard and win the Shopify Top Earners contest that was sponsored. Awesome. I know you can do it too, especially if you hit this training hard, you show up to my 4 weeks of coaching, because I'm giving you a freaking just insane, I've never seen anybody give away a campaign that they're still running. I've seen people give away stuff that used to work, but I still run the $152,000 case study campaign that I'm giving away. Right this very second, that ad is running on Facebook for me. I'm literally giving you something that's working for me right now. And that's because I want you to have the best chance at success. I figure if I give you a case study and I show you my keywords, I show you the product, I show you the whole process, you can duplicate that. You don't even necessarily have to sell the same product. It's that audience. It's a 3 million person audience that you can plug in various products to, because it's a passion niche, right? So the case study I'm going to show you, you can duplicate that. But the great thing about it is it's not a one-hit wonder. You'll have an audience of passion people that are high converters that you can plug other products that are similar into and continue to sell different things. Jared says, do I get both bonuses if I buy now? Yes, you do. It is extended until I shut this webinar down. Marcy, congrats for getting in. If you're having trouble with your username and password, there is a form after you purchase that you have to fill out, and that's what automates your account creation. If you did not get that, then one of my team here are going to email you. They're going to respond to you on this chat, and they're going to give you the email address so we can get your account fixed up. So you should have that now. Just reading your question. All right, who else is in the order form right now? Because I need to know how much longer I have to talk before I shut this down. Because I want to give you a couple more minutes to just fill the form out. I know you're probably reading some stuff, extend the bonuses, and then we're going to have to shut down for tonight. I just do not want to leave if anybody else is still trying to get in. So if you are still trying to get in, just go ahead and tell me in the chat box, and I'm going to keep everything open. I have my team on the back end with all of the little buttons to push to make sure that we give everybody enough time. And I can stay here for a minute, answer questions, and help you guys get in. Jack says, I had to get the course because I already sent you a video testimonial from past training, because he's been through my some of my trainings, and what he's been through doesn't even touch what I have in ESA. So Jack, you're going to freaking love it. Now, Darcy, we're not doing PayPal. You have to use just a credit card through the form that we have. So we're not doing PayPal on this. We're trying to keep everything in one spot. And we're about to give away the $500, of course. All right, so Carol says she's working in the flex pay, and just trying to make sure, let's see, Andrew is in, Don Barry, we're going to get your login for you, so make sure you send that. Okay, you did send the email. Jeffrey Ross says, I've been looking for this. Bill says, can you attend the Fax Action bonus weekly training calls? Yeah, they are going to be recorded. So if you can't attend to all of them, you're going to get access to all of those recordings. Alex, dude, congrats. I'm looking forward to seeing you next week, Alex. I'm so happy that you're in ESA. I know, Alex, you're doing $10,000 a month right now on Shopify. I can't wait to see your results after you go through ESA and go through the 4 weeks of coaching. And I know when you get your hands on my $152,000 campaign, it's just going to change your entire, it's going to literally change everything on your store. I know you're doing 10K a day, 10K a month right now, but it is just going to, I think, be exactly what you need to break over $10,000 and scale. So I'm looking forward to seeing the results on that. Mark says, enjoyed the training, loved it. I'm just trying to see if there's any other questions. I know there's a couple of people filling out the order form. You still can get access to all the bonuses, guys, but we are shutting this down in just a second because it's getting late. It's been a while since I've done a 3-hour webinar. So let's see. Do I have a website outside of Shopify? No. Shopify is that turnkey platform that I use, and this training revolves around crushing it with Shopify. It's the best of the best. You just can't get any better than that. Jeffrey says, I'm looking forward to smashing out my first 500K. Jeffrey, I know you're already over 100K, so I'm looking forward to seeing you crush. Leon says, the 3 hours certainly didn't hurt. How many of you in here feel like you learned a lot tonight and are excited about everything that I presented, excited about getting in ESA, and just feel like this has been a great 3 hours? My voice is tired, but I feel like this has just been a really awesome night. I have a bunch of new students in ESA. I'm looking forward to doing a weekly coaching with you guys. I'm looking forward to seeing what y'all can do with my $150,000 case study, with the product and everything. I mean, I am so freaking stoked. I am so freaking stoked about this. I'm going to be giving away the $500 right now. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to give away the $500. I'm just looking at all these dang chat boxes to try to get each one that doesn't freeze. I got a computer here. I've got a chat screen here. I've got a chat screen here. Just trying to make sure that I get everybody's questions answered. So everybody that enrolls, after I give away this $500 cash prize, everybody that enrolls from this point forward till the end of the week, all right, because I know some of you in here are kind of saying, I need some time because of the investment. I'm going to extend everything to you for till the end of the week, basically. All right, my students only. Okay, so I'm going to give away the $500 right now. I am going to extend all of the bonuses, even the fast action bonuses, the coaching bonus and the $152,000 case study bonus, which obviously I can't do for other people's students, but my students, I'm going to extend that until the end of the week, and you're going to be getting some emails from me reminding you about this bonus and about this time-sensitive offer. And you're going to be able to get in ESA. You're going to get the 4 weeks of daily coaching. You're going to get the $152,000 case study. All right, so I'm going to give some of these fence sitters, because I see some of you asking me like, all right, should I do this? I mean, should I do it? I'm going to give you extension for this bonus, but everybody that gets in from now until the end of the week is going to get this bonus. So let's give away the $500 cash prize. Now, what I'm going to do is, since I can't pull up Facebook, everything is just freezing, and I'm just going to choose a winner. So if you want to win the $500 cash prize, start commenting with feedback in GoToWebinar. So in the chat box, give me some feedback on the presentation. What do you think about Ecom Success Academy? Are you excited about starting? Are you in? Are you still thinking about getting in? Leave me some comments, and I'm going to go through these comments, and I'm going to award somebody a $500 cash prize for tonight. Josh says, Josh Irving
What's up, everybody? Can you hear me? Just say yes if you can hear me. Awesome. I'm seeing lots of yeses. Very, very good. I can see lots and lots of people saying yes. Looks like we have a ton of people actually saying yes in here, and that is phenomenal. Very, very good. Everybody seems to have enjoyed the presentation tonight. Now, obviously, the audio is back a little bit, but the camera is gone. And so some of you might recognize this is Adrian's older yet somewhat wiser brother speaking to all of you. Now, I told Adrian
I just froze up, so I'm back.
Be doing any of this whole on the camera, tell all of you to type something in the chat box stuff when he's been on a webinar for 3 hours, because GoToWebinar would freeze. But I've actually been watching his presentation because I think it's just phenomenal, and I had actually not seen it. I've been really hard at work. I see some of you had actually were talking about the studio. I've been working on my studio, doing a lot of cool stuff here, and I haven't had a chance to see Adrian's presentation. So I hopped on tonight, and I was watching this, and then I watched him just freeze up, and I don't even know if he's still on here. I'm sure he'll be back in just a second. I see we have all these organizers on, but yet nobody's speaking but me. So let me just see.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Barely. Can you turn your sound up? Or just speak closer to the computer?
Yep. How about now?
Can everybody hear Adrian now? All right. Well, I'm gonna shut up. I was just saving the day because Adrian, you got right to the point where you're giving away $500, and then you froze up. Some of us started to think maybe you just wanted to go buy Casey some nice little gift for $500 and not give it away. So,
I mean, that's something that, I'm sure that she would love, but...
So I saved the day for everybody on your event. I'm not even going to promote mine. I'm going to turn it back over to you. Everybody have a phenomenal night. To those of you that got enrolled in ESA, trust me, I've watched Adrian build this thing out over the last, 6 months or so. It's a phenomenal course. I actually have my entire staff at my office going through this course right now. Because they're going to run my Shopify stores for Destin, Florida and stuff. So it's actually really, really phenomenal. It's what I'm using to train my employees on how to actually do this for me. So it's really, really cool. So congratulations to all of you. Hope you all enjoyed tonight. Adrian, I'm going to turn it back over to you, and I'm going to shut up.
Thank you, Anthony. Yeah, I don't know where I froze up, but it is cool. Anthony did ask me to give his entire staff at his offices access to ESA. I've actually had a lot of big marketers ask for access to ESA. Heck, the broker that wants to sell my e-commerce business for me text messaged me and asked me if he could have access to ESA. So this isn't something that even just newbies are using. This is something that top marketers, 7-figure marketers are using. Now, the $500 cash prize winner that I announced when I got frozen is Isaac Rosa. So Isaac Rosa is tonight's cash money winner. So Isaac Rosa is tonight's $500 winner. All right, so Isaac, if you will just message me on Facebook your PayPal address, I want to go ahead and get you that $500 because for whatever reason here, it's not letting me pull your email and go to webinar. So if you'll just go to my Facebook page and you will send me a private message. Let me just pull that up. So if you go to my Facebook page and you click on messages here, message me, and you'll show up at the top of the 74 messages that I have right now, and you will be able, and give me your PayPal. All right, so now I'm seeing that a lot of you are saying...
Adrian, let me just, I think you're having too many tech issues. Isaac, will you just put your PayPal address in the chat box for me? if you'll put your PayPal address in the chat box for me, I'll make sure that Adrian gets your PayPal email address, and we'll take over from there. I don't think Adrian can see the chat very well. All right, Isaac, I got your email address, buddy. We will make sure that it gets over to Adrian right now. I'll send him an email this second with it, so that he can give away the $500. Adrian, I'll let you wrap things up, but your screen is still on the ESA stuff. Nobody's seeing your screen, so I just wanted to make sure we got Isaac's email address. I got it. It's taken care of. No worries.
GoToWebinar with excitement. Yeah, guys, I really apologize for the tech issues. GoToWebinars, you know, it's a love-hate relationship. Need them to provide these trainings for you guys, but you know, when we slam the house, it freezes up. So I apologize for any technical difficulties. So guys, once again, thank you so much for joining me these 3 hours. I look forward to seeing you on ESA. Look for some emails from me. Get inside. I've extended the bonuses, all of it, the coaching and the case study, till the end of the week for my students only. So if you haven't gotten now and you just need a moment to, you know, digest it, I'm going to, what I believe is do the right thing. And for you guys, because you've been here with me for the past year, I'm going to give you some time, right? And still give you access to that. The $500 winners, Isaac, we've got your email address. I'm sorry, my screen froze up. I actually got booted off for a second. And, you know, you guys are great, and I look forward to seeing you. I look forward to seeing you inside ESA. All right, that's it tonight, guys. I will be talking to you all soon. I wish you all a ton of success. Good night.